Hello everyone, Connor here. Just as a small disclaimer, some things we may talk about on the pod shouldn't be attempted or recreated. Remember to keep everything legal, keep it between the hedges, and don't tear up the ground while you're on the pull. I feel we'll be freezing by the end of the night.
You'll be grand.
Not be too bad tonight.
I'll give you a cuddle.
I also bought Claim Air wind deflectors for that.
Did you?
You know the ones you
What have
weave
you
in the
got
Gulf?
on
Team Echo ones.
What's
But they're
the difference?
3M taped onto the frame, so it's going to be a bit of a bastard to get it off.
I don't know, the
Why are
passenger
they-
sides are half removed.
No. Well, that is why I had the 3M tape it because...
Oh, right, okay. I was
'Cause
going to
my-
say, why are they 3M taped on?
Michael thought it'd be
You
great
know,
to
what,
sit
obviously they have the wee metal clips that hold them in place. The shit Team Echo ones.
Oh, I don't know, okay.
Well, Claim Air ones.
They just
Or
kind
they're
of
Are they
made
not
with
on
tighter...
the outside of the, they go on the outside of the window?
I've had
They're
them just
tighter
shoved up
tolerance.
Yeah.
I know,
same
they're
as
tighter
anything I've
tolerance, so it is a cunt to get them in.
in. Right.
But then there, they just, if I wanted to, I could just lift it down and out. Too handy.
Can we start the podcast?
Aye, I suppose we can.
That's not how we usually start it.
I hear how long.
Awful.
Aye, but we're kind of running out of memory with the camera. I really do need to buy a bigger memory card now because now we're starting to record in higher quality. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Connor's now sitting to.
I can't remember.
It probably has been a month since we last recorded,
Just
hasn't
bring
it?
up your wedding speech.
Since Gareth was here, it's probably a month ago. I would say every bit of it.
Not about 3 weeks. Huh?
I would
No,
be.
It would be a month, because you bollocks just came in and fucking kidnapped me.
You wanted it though.
I did a bit, yeah. I'm not, yeah, absolutely, I
And
did.
that's what we told our lawyers.
You
Here I
can't
go.
say if you didn't want it.
Exactly. He was willing to
It was consensual. That's dark. Let's move on.
Evening, folks. Some of you might know I should be used to doing this. No, how's you going? You're listening to the Agro Modded Podcast by Limitless Lap Differences. Your perfect blend of cars, titles, never in between. I am Connor.
I am Michael.
I'm Adam.
You're now listening to episode 67.
And if you wonder why Connor's laughing, it's because we've had a debate off screen. We didn't know it was episode 67 or 68.
See, I was so used to around your wedding time because I had, for whatever reason, in case Michael actually look at my notes app on the phone.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would, but anyway, just in case.
Yeah, not that
I
nosy.
had put it into his speech into a separate folder because I wrote it in the notes. So I
Right.
wrote it on the iPad and then I read it off the phone, you know.
See, I read it off an iPad.
Did you?
Oh, mine.
His? Great joke.
That was another bit of anxiety I had. I was like, you know, how did I get it set up? And then Brian, wasn't it? Brian was the MC.
Yeah, he was
Brian
class.
was like, oh, you need Wi-Fi or whatever. I was like, no.
I think
Wish
people,
I had got Wi-Fi because then I could have just used, you know,
Is
for
that
the
like-
there might be a bit of context needed here.
So,
So what's new?
what is new, Michael?
I got married.
Ta-da! Oh, you're wearing the proper one or the rubber
I
one?
know, I'm wearing the proper one for
Oh,
the
that's
night,
not
but
You'll not need to castrate your finger anyway.
after the night, I'll throw the rubber one back on again. I have, but the rubber one is a size bigger. I kept thinking, like, I was like, oh, right, this is really tight, and it is kind of tight, to be honest. The size bigger, the rubber one, just keeps falling off.
After, whenever, like, before we all went to bed, I was like, oh, let's see. And then you were like, you're trying to get off. I was like, this is awkward. Then he handed it to me, and I was like, oh, I wonder what it's like. And I went, that's not going to buy the first knuckle.
Yeah,
Well,
I
did
know,
you
fuck
actually-
that,
I've
you just take it
Did you
back.
actually try and buy his wedding?
I've quite small
And the
fingers.
wrong
as well, you
finger
see.
too.
Like, imagine it didn't come off him.
Hey, see, to be fair, when we during the ceremony, your priest was like,
Your man up there.
by the way, legend. But anyway,
I mean, even I enjoyed it.
yeah, well, he did call out the process.
Aye, absolutely. We're great at saying amen.
You do.
And I really did it from my chest and bottoms.
It nearly, do you know what? It sounded like nearly like one of them American gospel choirs.
Oh.
Amen.
That's what I started doing.
I guess we all started doing, to be fair. But yeah, Becca like shoved it on. I turned to her and said, "Do you need a ratchet strap?" Because she just went boom, and I was like,
That was mine.
and then instantly, as soon as that happened, I just felt like the needles start to the microchip just going to my finger, and the cloud of depression just come over my face. I asked a couple of ones just before I got married. I was like, "Any last words?" And they're like, "Oh no, go for it." I was like, "Definitely think it's a good idea." And they're like, "Yep." Why should you be any less happy than me? Or why should you be any more happy than me? It's like, because it was all like, it just, you know, wedding jokes and all that. And I was like, but yeah, it was good crack, to be fair. I suppose till make it somewhat podcast applicable, so people don't drift off or go, what the fuck's he on about? I thought this was cars and tractors. We did have cars and tractors at the wedding.
No, we did, eh?
To be fair, Adam, you pulled out all the stops for all the cleaning, like. You don't
Well,
sound.
an
they
amazing
were
job.
stinking when we
You
got to the
don't
chapel
know.
to the point where I was like, I can't do anything with
Now,
these.
well, I admit that I left the Amarok and the tractor a bit dirtier for a bit longer, knowing they were going to get a good clean. Yes!
Thanks, we appreciate that.
Yes, I did.
Aye, that Friday was a busy day.
Oh, that Friday was straight. Well, we can talk about that.
And he still found time to talk to his cats, even though that the dinner needed to be ordered.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, why?
They are stressing in that restaurant.
Yeah, so was I.
You were trying to reach me and I had no
Aye.
signal.
Aye.
I'm stressing on the phone.
We'll send you new photos of the menu.
Yeah. Basically a bit of context, I suppose, from the car related side of things, really, because no one's really going to really care about my wedding, like, let's be honest, but the car side of things, I suppose.
Was there a white Alteza on it?
No, unfortunately not. We had
Did the Sierra make it?
Sarah did make it.
Did actually refer.
Sarah
which
made it.
is-
Sarah made it, and better yet, it made it back home again. And it ripped not one but two, actually three.
3?
The third one was during we all parked up. So basically, right after the mass, we came out, and I said to Beck, I goes, "Do you want to jump in?" She goes, "Are you going to be in and out?" And I goes, "Probably." She goes, "I'm not getting in that car till we're leaving."
Yeah.
And I went, "Right, okay." So I goes, "Best man, my cousin Anthony." I goes, "Right, jump you." And he goes, "What are we doing?" I went, "Come on."
I did wonder why he was in first before. I was
So
like,
I came
that's
out.
not Becca.
I came out of the chapel and just stuck the anti-lag,
Yeah.
and just sent like. Then the next thing pulled out and just rolled down the hill, and I just said to Anthony, I goes, "Here goes nothing." Banged her in the gear, just hit the limiter.
First or second?
Only first. I didn't want to bend or break anything.
Aye,
I
still,
could, to be honest, I could have done second, but
it was good though.
second would have done a bit more smoke. She could have done third, to be fair. Like, but in fairness, I spoke to Ali, and Ali was like, "Just do first." So I was like, "Fair enough." So I just banged her and just sat in the brake, and because it was a hill, I was able to just sit in the feather and then just launched her up.
You did not fail. It was a man the whole fucking way up.
Aye, okay, fair enough. And then as soon as she stopped, watch temperature hand was like starting to get high, and I went, "All right," and then just flicked down the leg again. I was like,
We were saying, was it the first one? We saw something coming out the bonnet, but we were like, is that just tire smoke that's like
I think it was.
wafted
I
about?
actually think it was tire smoke. In fairness,
It's just kind of wafted about and came up
yeah,
through.
I think it actually was. In fairness, because I originally was like, "Fuck, have I boiled this thing?" But she like cooled like that.
Aye, then
So if she was
was
boiled,
just-
she wouldn't have. And also the oil temp, I think, got as high as 110. Sure, at King of the Cone, it got the 150. Buy good oil, folks. That's what I'm gonna say. But no, like car. To be fair, like in fairness to her, she behaved really, really well. And then Craftz got the chaser back out, which was class to see.
It really was good to see.
Nick at the Celsior, which I think, to be honest,
He
was the
did.
car everybody
He
mostly
needs
talked about.
one new tyre.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, the other one went the second
Not
part.
that-
Oh, it did?
It did.
Oh, they do a second one out.
One, the left side went the first one, and then the right side went the second one.
Also, he's
So he's evened out.
So he then Cameron as well. Done burnings. I have no videos of Cameron
I
right now
have
for my
video
phone, but you
camera.
have
I have a video
them.
camera.
So because the photographer obviously has, like, we had agreed with the photographers kind of beforehand on the phone call. They were all just like, "So this is really just going to be like kind of like a car show," and I was like, "Yeah," and they were like, "Good,"
Yeah.
because they film motorsport.
Just your wedding attached. to it,
Yeah,
though.
basically, I just said to Becca as soon as we drove off, I was like, "Thank you very much for coming to for being a part of my car show. This has been an elaborate ruse."
Yeah.
But I see, to be fair, right, you all get me to hoop, or you wanted me to hoop.
Yeah.
I was too scared of throwing stones over everybody's cars.
Oh,
That's why I
some
didn't.
serious stones been
Because
kicked
then
about,
Calvin did it, and do you know what's only done like a hoop and a half?
You can see in some of my videos.
Yeah.
Your stones are flying.
So I seen that. I had already looked at it, and beforehand I was like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything here." That's why I just came down and like stuck the arm out the window. It was that was possibly one of the coolest parts of my life. I came back rolling down the hill, and the next thing I let out a couple of bangs, and everyone was like looking and like "Oh, diff it," and I just pointed to like all the ones in the cars and just went like that,
Yeah.
like hit the limiter or whatever, and you just heard this chorus of just anti-lag, limiter, V8 noises, and I was like, people actually care today. This is great. So I and then after that, Went to the place, and then after again, when we'd sat, do you remember we sat and waited for ages? We were waiting on the videographer to catch up because he was going to do drone footage of us coming into the wedding place. And it's it's a really nice drive up. Mm-hmm. So he wanted to get like a drone of all the cars following, and so we had to wait on him. And then I was like, we've been sitting waiting for ages, and then I was just like, fuck this, and done an hour burnout while I was following the camera.
See, not yes.
I heard that. I thought you were just saying that though. I didn't actually know you were about a burnout.
Yeah, burnout.
Surprised me he was jacked in a burnout.
Sure, he has the.
I know, but I've never seen him do it.
Nor have I. And
neither have I.
Greatly
I was
appreciate
recording
it.
somebody, and all I heard was, I was like, what's going on?
That was a Bradley limiter.
You were recording Craftz.
Aye, and then all of a sudden he took off, and I was like, what the fuck?
And then the next thing, Cameron Taggart done one. Then Cameron Taggart came down the hill, then a burnout, and I was like, my car doesn't even hold good up the hill.
That's when Nick did the second burnout. Yeah, he was coming down the hill.
And then there's
right, and then I just sneaked out in front of him.
And then I come between. Then Cameron was here, and there's a space, and I just reversed into it. And I'm hoping that the photographer's just got a picture of like me, Cameron, and Calvin and Craftz, all four of us just parked in a row. Because if he got that, that's such a cool photo.
I did a wee lunch outside the chapel, but you're all gone by that point.
Yeah,
I had to.
It was like kind of like it was cool. Like, and then
I think I scared Gemma during the lunch drive.
Oh,
should be grand.
Oh, I bragged. She was like,
do you know what actually got most people talking? The V8 4000. Now that thing is cool as.
Wait, hang on. Which one?
Fuck. The one that was here.
Oh,
the V8 Ford.
I was thinking car stuff.
No, the V8 Ford 4000.
Yeah.
Like literally, I put up a Snapchat of it, and all I got was who owns the 4000, who owns the 4000, who owns the 4000, what engine's in that, and I was like, nobody cares about the Sierra, the Civic, or the Capri. No, actually, I got quite a few things in the Capri as well, right enough. But
I posted the Capri, and somebody was like, who owns that?
But like, it was the 4000. It was just like 4000, and because it's such a well done conversion. Like, it's a really neat job. Like, Stephen and James done a class job on that. And like, I remember taking it down the yard, and I was like scared to even rev it. And then finally I was like, do you know what, I will give her one rev. And I was like, you just heard it, and I was like, oh my god, that is amazing.
It's probably even better because it's open cab. You hear everything.
James actually at one point did talk about maybe doing twin snails, but I don't think they should.
I heard it's feared.
No, I think it would sound better than actually aspirate it.
I think. Is that because of what happened to yours?
What do you mean?
I thought you said yours sounds worse now.
It sounds different.
Oh.
It doesn't really sound like.
I would say his 110 sounds better now.
I agree, it does sound better, but at the time it just lost the distinctive Fiat note. But you can actually still hear the Fiat note when you're on full rev.
It sounds like a 40 series when you're taking over and stuff.
Aye, but when you're actually full rev, it still sounds like a Fiat. But it's a completely different noise going through the gears.
I'm kind of looking at my car going, how are you still this clean after all that?
How do you still have tire shine on?
Yeah,
that's what I'm kind of wondering.
Because mine was completely gone by the time I got home with the what? With the water. I can't speak.
With the what?
With the
Don't
know. Actually, really don't know. I dootered everywhere though. To be fair,
you are a wee dooter.
You are a dooter.
You are a wee dooter.
Apart from the day we done the North Coast, the one bit of clear road we had, you dootered. I was fucking raised. You were looking for. I was looking for my water bottle.
I was trying to find something, and I was like, what?
And I was like, this is perfect. This is clear. And I was like, this is the one chance where I could actually just go and try and actually sit up behind him. And I was sitting like in third gear, ready to just go on boost for the second you took off. I was like, yeah, I'm going after him. No.
Meanwhile, when I did try to go after you, somebody decided to pull out on me.
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
That wasn't a basic maneuver.
No, I watched that in my rearview mirror.
I didn't see it because
I clenched for you. Because I was going on about to watch my friend, his girlfriend's die.
Disintegrate.
I was like, yeah. Then they caught on.
I now know what lift off oversteer is.
I hear that's not fun.
No.
Remember that Golf I had? The Mark 5? Yeah, that tried to kill me 3 times doing that.
That was also really smoky.
Yeah, I had it 7 days.
Yeah, and then you got the Leon. Because I
7 days, 3 times it tried to kill me.
Because did me and you go to the Elk and that? Did you?
Went to Felt, went to back Felt. I don't know if we went to
the Elk. Because I took you out one night, and that was like the first night me and you ever properly went on a cute wee date together.
Yeah, I know.
And then
why was I left out?
Yeah.
No, because I remember leaving the back car park. And
That was really smoky.
Yeah, because when we got to the felt, you were like, "Why is that thing so much reek?" And I went,
Aye.
"Not mapped. For standard exhaust.
Probably
was
just a boost. Probably, in fairness, looking back, probably just a boost leak.
Who
Which would
knows?
explain why it was
But
also dead.
Then we realised that like the panels were different colours and everything, and the list was as long as your arm, so I just handed it back.
And got the Leon.
Got the Leon.
Great car. Was actually a great car, to be
I
fair.
should have never got rid of that one.
But what would you have done with it, like, realistically?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It would have just been a daily. To be fair, sure, Nathan offered to buy it. What's how many back to me? It was,
Nathan, no
it
harm,
was
pet,
cheap,
if you're
cheap.
listening, but like,
It was so cheap, but he wanted 500. I offered him 3 and he wouldn't take it.
Wow.
It was
Sometimes you're better.
it was rough at that point.
let's just say Nathan got his use out of that car.
Nathan really got
He did.
it.
Well, we leave it at
Did he
that.
not just to drive everywhere aired out?
Yeah.
Well, sure, he was like,
Who was with
Strip it
me
loose,
the
like.
night? You know the new bridge in, like, just as you come up to like the roundabout at the riverside in Coleraine. Do you know the new bridge, as it's called? Do you know where McDonald's is?
Aye.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you know if you're heading out, I call it the roundabout way to the
so
port.
you're heading back to Balmoney, the restaurant.
No, not as far out as that. Basically, there's this big roundabout, and like the Riverside Shopping Centre is just before that roundabout. If you're coming from Kilrea,
Yes.
if you're coming from like the port,
Yeah.
heading to Kilrea,
Yeah.
you come up to this roundabout.
Yeah.
And there's 2 different ways. You can do it through the town, or you can do it through what I call the roundabout way, which is where you come out the Lodge Road. Between the Lodge Road and that roundabout, that's called, like, I think that's the new bridge. And there's this real bad bump where basically it's like nearly like a gully or something. And me and Nathan Campbell was one night in he had the Leon and I was in the Sierra, and we went driving out that, and we both, it was back whenever I was static the first time round, and it was low at the rear.
Yeah.
And we both hit that gully, and the bangs from both cars. I think it was Killian was actually with me. We drove home in silence after that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sure, he put what 4 gearboxes through that thing, 4 or 5
yeah.
turbos through it.
How?
He was driving from home to Belfast like multiple times a week. It's just
That's right.
I sold it to him with 130,
40?
129-ish
Maybe actually.
thousand. And when his dad, Joe broke my heart. When his dad and him were leaving, his dad turned around and went, "You'll never get perfection." Well, that's damn near close. And I went, "Okay, bye."
To be fair, I was surprised there's any paint left on it. It got buffed that much.
I know. Sure, should have won Carfest that year, but we'll not talk about that anyway.
Saying nothing.
No, I'll say nothing.
Any other crack with the rest?
But still, why did it go through so many gearboxes?
Oh, we're still talking
Oh.
about this. Oh, just
I have no
Nathan.
idea.
Just Nathan.
Oh,
then.
okay.
Just
I have
Nathan.
no
Could he
idea.
not change gear or something?
Just it's just
Like I got a car with 140k on it, and I put another
Nathan
70k
again.
on
If
it.
you're listening, we love you. But it's
Well, sure,
Nathan.
he put every set of wheels that I wanted to put on it, he put on it.
I'd say here, to be fair, that thing was class looking when he done the slash tip exhaust and all the rear, the FR rear and all on it. There's a photo of us all at the port.
That's right. Aye, and then the diffuser fell off.
Yeah,
and then
may
he
have
just
happened.
ran without the diffuser.
Nathan.
Yeah, that 180 has this deadly looking.
Oh, it's class.
Unbelievable.
I've never seen it out.
No, he has that again.
Has he?
He put photos of it up.
I've seen him put up photos.
I don't know. Well,
I mean, I put up
maybe they're all
photos of my.
I don't know, but it looks
I
like he
put up
has
photos of my Sierra for a year. Doesn't mean it's driving on the road.
I still put up photos of the Lexus.
That's definitely not on the road now.
It's
I
good
just-
camera.
I just don't put up photos in general.
Oh, you don't post very much, actually.
No,
No, you really don't.
no.
Anyway, for like the third time, just keep talking over me. Any other crack?
Your wedding was good fun, lad. So it was. It was good fun. Very nervous for myself for a long time. During the day because he wanted me to say a few words about him,
But you did well.
and it went better than expected.
Yeah,
it's funny.
as it
See when
do.
you're doing a wedding speech,
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things where you're obviously like. For me, it was like right, short, sweet. I'm not the best man. There's obviously a speech has to come after me, and then Michael himself,
Yeah.
the groom. So you don't want to be all day at the same time. And obviously, I want to do my own thing and try and be funny.
Yeah.
And then it's like, see, every time you were with Michael or Becca, you heard something different. And it was like 2 weeks before it, I was like, fuck, I have to mention this sneeze.
Oh, you mean like another story or something?
Or something like that, there's something to call back on. Or again, would have been milking the cows and a random idea popped into my head, or a random way to say something. So yeah, I ended up multiple different variations of it, and then got ChatGPT on board as well. Swear to fuck.
Anthony used ChatGPT as well. I didn't, and I do use ChatGPT a lot, but I don't use it for my
swear,
speech.
I'll show you after. It is fucking insane.
I used it for an application form a couple months ago.
How'd that work out?
I typed it all out and it's like, reword this to make it sound more professional or better. So it came out well.
Like, well, his, I literally just copied and pasted into it, and it just gave me the full speech. Only it's like, this is a bit more professional.
I'm pretty sure ChatGPT rinsed me.
It rinsed him better.
It did. It rinsed me. Like, Connor was showing some of the stuff, and it was making digs against the Sierra, and I was like, "Fuck you, ChatGPT."
one of the points was, it was like, Michael, if you ever do wrong again, just think that Becca can just park the Sierra in and never give the keys back to you. And I was like, wow, ChatGPT did just rip a new one.
Hi, Ali McLellan caught me with the best line. Just we were at the Sierra on, right enough. Sierra on actually was the week before the wedding, but in memory of Archie. But we were at the Sierra on, and Ali was at it, and I was at the wedding as well. But he said to me, "Hey, how are you feeling for next week?" I goes, whatever. He goes, "Just remember, you'll be half a man this day next week." And I goes, half a man, half a farm, half a fucking Sierra. And I goes, well, maybe not. He goes, maybe a third of Sierra. He goes, I think I inherited the other third. So, and everybody was kind of like, yeah. And I was like, yeah.
I doubt Becca wants that anyway.
No, I think that's the one thing that's safe. And Becca also told me that she won't sell the farm if we do ever get divorced, which I really hope doesn't happen. She's just going to put sheep on it. I hate sheep.
Yeah.
So any time I say anything that annoys her, she just goes bah. But because Becca's really dry, like her dry humour, she just says, just deadpan, looks at you and just goes bah. And it's like,
it puts the fear of God in you.
As the two of them sat at the top of the altar during the ceremony, Michael was like,
I was all press punch. Becca
and then Becca was just like,
her Instagram story that morning.
Yeah.
Hilarious. She was like, I guarantee you I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah.
It was like,
but it is just like literally.
It's your wedding morning and you're posting memes.
Bitch loves memes.
she really does.
She does love memes.
How did you find your day anyway?
Gone. Honestly. The only bit, I did turn into Groomzilla for a couple of times, admittedly.
Did you?
What do you mean?
I became a wee bit of a diva, like. There was a couple of times. Once before the chapel. We'll not go into too much detail, but
exactly what you're talking about.
You all know what I'm talking about. And then after that, and then
sorry, Connor, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then the other.
Was I sent up to do a job or
You
something?
were trying up to do a job.
And then I was like, stuff like, no, come back.
Yeah, you're actually, that's the wrong person to say because he's needed down here.
Yeah. It was,
Meanwhile, I've got a white shirt on, waistcoat on, and a glove on, trying to do tire shine.
I swear, see, before the ceremony, it fucking flew.
And I thought it wouldn't. I was like, we've definitely arrived early.
Aye.
Well, actually, that wasn't the song. We had Elvis playing on the harp, but
I wonder what that was.
yeah,
I
can't help
no
falling in
idea.
love with you.
I just looked round and I was like,
I'm
wow.
really bad at registering songs that are
Michael was
played in
turned
a
into
different
water.
way.
Wasn't?
I'm fucking sure. Well, Becca had told me that if I didn't shed a tear, she was turning around and walking back out again.
Your reaction, her dress. You're like, what the fuck?
I went.
It went on for so long.
I went to. Did you see that?
You were like, what the fuck?
Whenever she turned around, I was that like sort of brain fogged and confused. I went to like shake hands, but I actually went to shake her hand, and she had like slapped my hand away to shake her dad.
Oh, nice to see you here. Yeah.
What are you doing here?
And then whenever we were coming down to cut the cake, I done the same cake. So you actually watch the video, you see me go and shake hands, she pulls me in, it's like, no, have to kiss.
You're sealing the deal.
Well, funny that my sister was wearing like a jumpsuit kind of thing, and she kept saying, she goes, I look like a proper businesswoman. So all my wedding photos is literally me and my sister shaking hands to make it look like a business deal.
And then who was it said your sister was like, oh, she had said whatever she was looking and the theme or whatever, and then somebody's like, you look like you work for Emirates Airlines.
Oh,
was that you?
No, on me.
I can't mind.
Probably Connor Kelly.
I don't even know if it was him. I'm not sure who it was.
I don't think I spoke to your sister.
After I heard that, I was like, wow. And then she took it fucking...
Jerling would, Jerling's good crack, like.
Jeremy. Fuck, he was some crack.
Hey, wait hear this, right? We've all these photos, just people have been sending us. Jeremy and Reese just appear in all of them. So a photo of one's from Becca's work. Jeremy. Photo of Becca's like Donegal family and friends. Jeremy.
Social butterfly.
Just photo of like smoking area. Reese. And Jeremy. they were everywhere. It's like Beetlejuice. Well, it's great to see people. It's one of them things. I was sitting there at the altar, and it was like, you look around, and even same again in the speeches, and you're looking around, and you see like people from all the walks of life. So the lads I went to school with, you know, and like all them boys who've all also got married this year, and you see them there, and then you look over and you see yourselves. Then you look over and you see like Connor Kelly and Jeremy and all. And then you turn around and you see your family, and then you see all of Becca's family and friends and all. And then ones I used to work with in CD, etc. And you're just like it's weird that something like this kind of brings all those people together, and it's just all these people from like different walks of life.
A mix that would never usually happen.
And then like everyone that kind of pulls in together, and it was just this really weird but cool feeling where you're just like it was just class. Like,
yeah.
Turns out Stevie tells everybody, I have a car hoop in the weekend and have a fucking 3 weeks work to do.
Having been off in the group chat, you know.
He actually sent me a message going, he's like, did he get blocked?
Stevie? He wasn't bad. Like,
and then he said he messaged his dad. I'm like, can you come and lift me because I'm fading here badly. And then he says he got a second wind, and he says he was ready to go, and his dad texted him going, I'm here, and he was like, well, I couldn't send him home.
Aye.
And I was like, fair enough.
What
like,
time was that at then?
I don't actually know, truthfully.
I don't know what time
couldn't tell you. It could have been,
Because I thought he went away quite early.
it could have been 9, it could have been half 9,
To
it
be
could have
fair,
been 10.
looking back, I don't know where Reese disappeared to, because I can't remember seeing
Oh, he was
Reese.
there. He was there to the end.
I don't remember seeing him at the end of the night.
He was in a kilt. Reese showed up in a kilt. Kudos. He said he was going to, and he goes, I'll bring my kilt. He said this at the rally. He goes, I'll bring my kilt. And I
I
was
had to
like,
hire one, did he?
He hired one.
This is really annoying.
Tried to stab me a couple of times too.
that's just because he's Scottish.
No, he has a knife on him. That's tradition. There's a knife in
Really?
his... No, there's a knife in his socks. His long socks.
But hey,
That's traditional. Traditional.
we were
Did he literally have a knife in it?
Yes.
Wow.
we were chatting about the Friday before like, and then we kind of went off topic as we do. We were chatting about the Friday, and yeah, that was a stressful day. So Friday,
yeah.
I met. I stayed at Becca's family's house on the Thursday night for kind of like a last hurrah, where they all shouted at me for
They
trying to
what?
be helpful.
Shouted at you.
Yeah. Oh,
Alright.
tensions were high. Basically, long story short, we had a fake wedding cake, and Becca's. We had just a wee small Marks Spencer's cake, and then Becca's dad had the bright idea that he would buy a styrofoam like sort of tube thing,
Right.
and then they were going to cover that in marzipan. Great idea, genuinely great idea. Marzipan was the wrong colour, and then we started trying to put ice
What
and sugar.
colour is marzipan?
Like basically nearly the
Yellow,
colour
eh?
of Patsy the Chick.
Oh,
And
right, yeah.
we've then they started layering it in icing sugar to try and make it a bit more white, and her cake was like this sort of like cream colour, and the two of them together sort of didn't really look great. And then Grania tried to put the cake on top, and then she put it on the wrong angle, and it was like, and I said, I can't remember what I was like, try this, and they were like, and I just got told, Michael, fuck off. And I was just like, do you know what, I will.
I'm going to fuck off. Bye.
So I went into the living room, fell asleep, and apparently missed out on them having this big fucking domestic in the house. It's like,
You just slept it.
I was so tired. But anyway, next morning I woke up, I was really starting to stress, whereas Becca, as soon as we handed everything in to Drina, she was just like, this is great. And I was like, fuck, my day's only beginning. Got here, that was grand. It was like trying to get everything washed, and we were against time trying to get everything washed. And then I had the bright idea of going test my tyres up in the top yard.
I'm getting like flashbacks. I forgot half this stuff.
Sure, you were spending most of the day just standing in the hose.
Started at 12.
I went up to the top yard and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go and like just throw a couple of hoops, make sure it's fine, because if I'm going to mess about tomorrow, make sure the car's fine. Anyway, I got out and I was like, suppose I check the tyres, and
Well, we made you do it twice.
yeah. I don't know what.
Didn't help the
I
situation.
don't know whether it was the first time or the second time.
It was second
It's
time.
probably the second
This
time.
has never happened to me before. It literally delaminated the insides of the tires. Like, it literally just pulled a nice even thing of rubber off. So, good man Mark, Motorsports Spares,
Yep.
for
Don't sponsor the podcast.
Mark,
Joking.
if you do want to sponsor the podcast, that'd be fantastic. Because we'll probably have to do a couple of sponsor segments here now shortly, but we actually need to record one.
Okay.
So,
But I know he pulled you a solid. Like he stayed after hours, didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, so fair play to Mark, like, for helping us out. So he stayed. He kept. Well, Matthew, to be fair, like Matthew said, I'll say to Mark, Mark is tires here. He'll keep the shop open. Get you here as soon as you can. Me and Reese jumped in whatever. I think it was his
Q2.
granny's car, and floored it to Ballymena. Got the tires changed, came back, threw them on. Then after that, we were all heading down to get food, and I was supposed to go along. We used to get food. I still had to go and get showered and changed. I don't even think I got showered in the end. I think I just washed my hands to change.
Yeah.
And it was literally, finally got to go and get food just as the place was closing to take orders. It was hectic.
I ordered for you.
Yeah, you did have to order for me in the end.
No offense, you're not getting old. That music was too loud.
Oh no, it
'Cause I
was really
couldn't hear
loud.
it.
It was really loud, yeah. Really, really loud. So we went out, that's why we went out to the back room, just to try and get away from the noise. But, I'm sure people don't really want to hear about my wedding for any longer, so. But that seems
Do
to
you
be.
want to know how stupid I am? Why I said I didn't see Reese at the end of the day?
Yeah.
We took Reese home. It was me, Jeremy, and Reese, and Caroline drove us home. Because our
These are
apartment.
all staying in the same places. I think it was like 3, 4, 5,
Reese was
wasn't
around
it?
the corner. Reese was around the corner, and Jeremy was in the apartment above me and Matthew.
That's class. That's hilarious. The way it worked. And there's probably other ones from the wedding also staying there. Like,
I have no idea.
Yeah.
For sure.
What time did you leave at?
Just when it finished.
I
after
usually,
one,
because there's a photo. Because funny, Connor McLaren said this to me. He was like, the end of night photo was actually a great idea. Because I was like, let's get a photo of all those who actually stayed to the end. There's quite a few of us. I thought at one point the place was empty, and then the next thing, photo, and I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of people. Also, do you know what's even funnier? Marty O'Neill's missus left. Ali left at like, I don't know, 12 or something, and we were like, oh, is Marty going along with you? And she was like, no, Marty's staying. And we were like, right. And then Marty just goes to me, I'm just going to have to find somewhere to stay. He ended up staying with my cousin in the hotel. He came in the next morning still in his suit with the rest of us were all in normal clothes. He just goes, Jesus are all well underdressed. And only Marty would get away with that. Like,
I came down very badly, yeah.
I keep getting flashbacks of me and you doing jump style.
I jumping all over
Did
the
I
world.
try and do it as well?
Yeah.
Marty, you did. I've never seen you do it.
Yeah,
There's a video of you doing it.
Is there?
Someone has a video
Where's
of
the
you.
video?
I don't
Of
know.
me doing
Me and you were doing it together side by side.
He did it first. Like he did it too, but I never
No,
saw it.
you were shuffling.
I shuffled as
Oh, is that
well.
what I don't know. You can kind of
There's
see
me
you
and
doing
you. There's
something.
me and you circle around us, and it's me and you dancing side by side.
I can't do spins, so you were doing spins. And I can't do
Yeah,
spins.
I went
and
into
I fell on my face.
I went into full like 16-year-old me, like jump for
This is
16-year-old
what
us.
I was saying. I can do it better now than I could as a teenager. But then, like 5 minutes later, my knee went. You're not a teenager.
LOL.
Sure.
Like, I shouldn't have done that.
A song came on, and obviously, I think it was like Low or something came on. And then I went down low and went, I'm not a fucking teenager anymore. Something can be a fucking hand up.
We here, to be fair, we ended the night on. Well, we had Evanescence playing the very last song, but I had requested the Showtex FTS was played. That was a banger. Were you there for that?
I was there up to the bitter end.
I think OTI came on, everyone went, oi,
Was Utoy on?
oi, aye, yeah.
It was good, to be fair.
Didn't even know it was on.
And I don't dance at weddings. I danced
Oh,
at your
well,
wedding.
it was.
Ah, but you were blocked.
I was.
Then Dylan came up and was like, I would say with a few in me, I might actually get my boogie shoes on. And I was like,
Oh,
right.
that's so
Then
funny.
next thing he actually is a good dancer, and I was like, wow. And then me and him were sort of copying each other. You know what I mean?
Were you
For a
not
bit.
dancing with Anisha Duffin as well?
Aye, I was Jamie Wenny.
Yeah, you were jiving with James's missus as well.
For who was it, Sid?
I did see you jiving on.
Yeah.
Because she was, I think she was talking to Gemma, and it was more or less like, about James wouldn't be one for dancing too much, and then Gemma was like, go to Connor. He just to stop, and I was like,
He's a jaber there you go.
I at one point I see it, I was like, hey, fair play, and then like 3 songs later you were still going. I was like, fair play.
I was like, there's another song on it as well. Yeah, no worry.
Well, we get into the questions.
It's only been 35 minutes.
We'd suppose.
I am having the time so we don't run out of
because-
recording space.
But before we get on to our main topic, here's a word from our sponsors.
Michael, to be fair, I never actually asked this question before, but see if the CR did break, where would you get bits for it?
CDMSport.
CDMsport?
Yeah, so if I needed a turbo, because, that can happen, I would go to Connor at CDMsport. If I needed fuel lines or braided brake lines or whatever, I can go to Connor at CDMsport. If I need a clutch, radiator, pretty much anything, suspension parts, whatever, basically any drift spares at all.
So what you're saying is it's a one-stop shop for engine swap cars and for the odd bits and bobs that you need?
Absolutely. I just wish that Connor's shop was available 7 years ago when I started building all this stuff. So CDM Sport has kindly taken on the podcast as a sponsor.
So everyone, get on to cdmsport.life for all your motoring needs.
So, questions. Ask the Community Part 3. We, not gonna lie, did actually have a guest lined up, but just different things happened and it didn't work out. So, hopefully going to record with them now next week for the podcast after, and with a few other good guests lined up as well. To be fair, the guest this week would have been unreal, but you'll see that in the future episode. So, as we've done before, put out to Ask Community, we're basically, we get you guys to ask us questions so we can drag out a podcast episode.
Yeah.
Yay! Do you want to start off or will I?
Now we'll go. The
So we have-
married man can go first.
We have the phones out because we're really professional looking here, but okay, I'll go first then. Oh, Adam Doyle. This isn't a question.
No. That you're going to. Oh, you're going to the newest first. Fair enough. Right. So we're going back in ourselves in.
Aye.
Right.
Adam Doyle. Hi Michael. Hi Connor. Big super fan of the podcast. I'm just wondering, do you wear wigs? Please answer my question that will make my Century D be slightly mentioned. Just in case you didn't know, I'm a big fan. Love you XXPS. I'm a big fan. You're scratching your hair now like me.
No, the midges. The midges.
Yeah, that's my excuse too. Do you know what? If we did wear wigs, it wouldn't scratch us as much. No, Adam. Unfortunately,
They wouldn't scratch us as much. What?
Oh, it's going to be really evil.
I was going to say, like, if we did wear wigs, I wouldn't have this problem where my hair's now starting to go.
Exactly. I was going to say, if you boys are wearing wigs, you need your money back.
You trying to say I'm going
I
bald,
can't
lad?
do that because I am thinning, so don't worry about it. I'll catch up.
We're all fun on here. Well, you're not so bad.
I'm right up here.
I'm definitely the most accelerated stage. But like occasionally.
You're not the oldest.
You took a photo of me on Friday with my head down for your wedding. Did you delete it?
No.
Nah, sorry then. That'll be a birthday present or something that you'll post someday.
Because it's I know now whenever I like go to the shower and after it comes out, my hair just kind of like clumps together in lines and you can see a lot more skin. And it's like
Every time I wash my hair, I'm like,
Well, I have a wee fucking island here, and apart from that, yeah.
no, I'm like starting to go like a Tibetan monk here at the back. Like originally my plan was I was going to get like powder or something for the back of my head, like for the wedding. So
oh, to fill
That's what I use.
yeah,
Like as in styling powder.
Oh, I use silent powder
no,
too.
I was going to get something that like basically would colour the back of my head a bit, but
But it looks silly.
If it rained.
I would have sweated. I would have sweated out. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Oh, right.
Let's not mention wigs. We are not at the stage where we need toupees.
No.
Anyone for turkey, no?
I'll not rule it out.
I
Like,
would just shave it off, to be fair.
I know. I've said I'm going to shave it off, but
if I could genuinely get a couple of months off, I would actually go to Turkey.
do you
Why
need
not?
a couple of months off?
Nah.
No, the reason being is because it's like anything. If you're anyway self-conscious of it, you would rather not anybody see it. You know what I mean?
Aye.
But like, as somebody mentioned it to me, they're like, it was the same sort of thing as like, if someone hasn't the ideal teeth they want, and they go and get their teeth sorted a bit,
Yeah.
the fuck's the difference? If it makes you happier, it makes you happier.
Oh no, I know a couple of people who have turkey booked. Like
Turkey what?
they've turkey booked.
Oh, turkey booked.
The turkey booked
So I was like,
To
is
go
this a
get-
new phrase I haven't heard?
to go get the hair done. Like yeah, oh, I know a couple of people.
To To be fair, I've seen a few
I've
ones.
watched videos of it being done and it looks horrific, but
It does look quite horrific, but you're under the knife, you know.
It's,
You're under the
you're
anesthetic.
awake.
It's-
Are you awake?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
fuck
know.
that.
I know. From what I've gathered, I have quite a close family member who has gotten it done.
Aye, I know exactly who that is.
And to be fair, right, they've had to go a couple of times. Just maybe weren't as happy at one stage.
He
and
was
all this.
bald and he was very young,
But
in fairness. Sorry for listening, sir.
I don't know who
Like,
we're talking about.
Don't want to decimate one of my old teachers here in the podcast, like. But
here's me trying to leave it quite anonymous, and
No
you
one-
can't shut your fucking mouth.
well, no one's gonna know who I'm on about either.
Just bleep it out.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Eamon Dempsey says, "What other podcast do you boys listen to?" As the first question. So personally, myself,
So that looks really rude because I was editing something there on the phone. But no,
you're alright.
Yeah.
Personally, two Johnnies.
podcast.
The odd time myself.
You listen to yourself.
At the odd time.
I listen towards the end of the year. I'm not going to do it this year, but every year I would listen to it.
I listened to the very first one we done there, or the first 10 minutes of it, because I couldn't stop anymore.
This is a podcast.
It's actually not that bad, you wanker.
Don't know, the sound quality is pretty bad. Like,
Hey, you
For a
gotta start-
first attempt at
see,
it,
I mean,
it
same
wasn't that
mics.
bad.
These are the same mics, but we didn't have the covers on them.
We
and
then
you gotta-
started talking through
you gotta start
discs.
somewhere. Like.
we did talk through discs for a bit. I'm so
Yeah.
glad we have these now instead.
But we've obviously got, well, in my opinion, we have gotten better than that. But anyway, so, and then the other one I would listen to the odd time would be the Waveform podcast by MKBHD, because I'm a fucking nerd.
Never heard.
Has to do with technology.
Never heard.
Podcasts for me, I listen to quite a few actually, because I be on the road quite a lot. Two Johnnies be probably the main one I would listen to. Truckers Bible. They're based down in, well, there's three of them. I'm pretty sure they're sets in Offaly, and they'd be friendly with your man David Cuddy.
Okay.
In the trees. So I'm pretty sure it's Don, Stephen, Paul. I can't remember the other lad's name. That's going to make me sound like a complete dick. But yeah, they haven't released a podcast in a while, right enough. But it's a good listen to. It's lorry stuff. Personally, I find it very, very interesting. They get good guests on as well. So, Reload podcast obviously deserves a shout out. Reload. Did you listen to Reload?
I've listened to it once or twice. It's very show orientated.
It would be. It's like kind of. I don't want to say it's like, I suppose, a sister podcast, but it's kind of like, if we cover the agri scene and Diffin, like, they're more
The show
dog
scene.
shed, MLVW, Titanic
Cars and coffee
Dogs,
events and
cars and coffee events. They're like, but to be fair, like, they're not. I mean, they're definitely not up themselves. Like, they're
No,
good people. Like, and we've only been talking about doing a crossover episode with Reload for like, I don't know, like a year and a half, 2 years. It will happen. It will
Eventually.
happen. I was on the phone to Connor recently, and we're going to make it happen. Like, massive fan of the Reload podcast, to be honest. Past Gas, Donut Media, the history podcast. I'd
Is
listen to
that-
that.
Still your man. What's his name?
Nolan?
No. James.
No, James is out of Donut.
Aye, I thought-
He does Speed now. Speed with 3 E's. I think I felt around and out of other bits and pieces too, that would be the main ones I would tie in with, like.
Podcast for you.
I differ from you too. I'm more comedy podcasts.
I used to listen to all the comedy podcasts, like Shane Todd and all.
See, I'm American. Two Bears, One Cave. Theo Vaughn.
I couldn't get into Theo. I could not get into Theo Vaughn.
I like Theo Vaughn because he's like, you'll be listening to him and all of a sudden you'll just say the most unhinged, out of the blue shit, and you're just like, what the fuck? But
I listened to a lot of the NA comedy for a long time, like, as I say,
See,
Shane Todd, Mark McCartney, Bomb Squad, etc.
I used to listen to Gillis.
Yeah, General Banter.
I used to listen to
I would have called that probably nearly the OG podcast in this country.
I would say so.
General Banter was probably going a long time before anybody else.
Yeah.
The only problem with them now, though, is everybody and their dog has a podcast now.
Like, this stuff should be regulated. Have you seen some of the clips from some podcasts in England?
From some podcasts and what?
In England? Them boys that were getting absolutely ripped apart on TikTok.
Not really, no.
If you do Marbella right, you're calm.
Wow.
What's the best Sparky trade at the minute? There'll be someone watching that'll understand the jokes that I'm making
What's
right now.
the best Sparky?
What's the best Sparky trade at the minute? Sparky is the trade. It's not. They're talking like labour trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they think the entire thing is called Sparky Trades.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just absolute.
That's why your joke didn't make sense to me, because it was like...
You need to watch. Yeah.
It's like
That's what I mean. Somebody will understand the joke that I'm
You're
making.
also too far away from your mic, by the way.
It's like we're both dumbfounded.
Somebody will understand the joke that I'm making.
Oh.
But yeah, if you haven't seen the TikToks, like, he realized he makes a statement like as if it's the bet. Like, he's like, if you do my bet right, you're calm. And it's the most cringiest, just what the fuck did you
Trying to
just
say,
say?
probably look at us going, oh, AS200's cringe.
I probably don't even know what an AS200 is.
Oh, maybe actually, to be fair. Podcast, Adam, what would you listen to? Podcast, wait.
I
Or
just
not
want to.
podcast, sorry, YouTube's.
YouTube.
YouTube's.
I don't watch Adam LZ as I used to, but I do watch him the odd time. Clayus McFarland. I am addicted to him.
Really?
Clayus McFarland is probably the top automotive YouTuber out there at the minute.
Right, okay.
He is. There's not.
I mean, I know who he is, obviously, but I wouldn't be a
I don't.
massive...
there is not a video of his in the last 6 months that hasn't got 1 million plus views.
Oh no, he's especially now since he's been doing all the racing. Like he's
unbelievable.
went from like kind of YouTuber to actually kind of pedigree.
Oh,
you know.
he can steer like.
Yeah.
But he does everything: helicopters, drag racing, NASCAR, boats, races boats. Like you name it.
He's living his
If
best
it's
life.
got an engine, he will race it, and it's fantastic.
Next up, generator racing.
He's got an airfield and all now. He's got
American YouTube money is
it's
just
shocking. Well, I mean, when you're pulling in 1 million views every 3 days,
that's
1 million plus views. 1320 video.
Oh really?
Oh, I love them. They're a good watch.
See, I haven't
love
watched
drag
those
racing. I like
years.
drag racing.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah, and then just the odd random YouTuber here and there. Sam Sillick, because weightlifting.
Is it mostly
twins
like?
if I want to be minimal.
Is it mostly like automotive and then now a wee bit of health and lifestyle stuff?
It's
then, I
mainly
guess?
automotive I would watch YouTube for.
It's
I don't watch normal TV.
I don't watch normal
To be
TV.
fair, well,
No, it's YouTube or I'm watching Snowfall at the minute. That's good.
We finished Wednesday there last night. It was great. It's so good.
Never seen it.
don't ruin it. I will eventually watch
I
it.
won't. You can ruin it for me.
I couldn't even ruin it because it's so. Look, just the second season's 1,000,000 times better than the first
Oh,
season.
really?
Yeah, second season is amazing.
What YouTubers do you
What
watch?
do you watch YouTube boys?
This is going to be very random, but where you could normally like, because I was like the first one in the whole friend group to have YouTube Premium, and you all laughed at me for ages having it.
Do you have YouTube Premium?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I.
Right? I mean, I've had YouTube Premium now. There's 10 years.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that was a thing that long.
I know.
No,
like,
it was. It's been
Was
a
it?
thing for a long time. Yeah,
Uh,
he got it more or less. Dave's fucking out. You had it
it's
before,
YouTube
like.
Premium because you could turn your phone screen off back in the days of Android phone
Aye.
whenever I had
Yeah.
it. But
Because you used to use YouTube
To play music
video
in
to
the
play
car.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd watch like a lot of mini documentary type of things, like real life lore. Now there's some random horseshit like why is fucking China's airport the biggest airport in the world? But
But you can
randomly
fall down a lot of them rabbit
See, at 4
holes.
o'clock in the morning, sometimes I watch
Like-
something about Japanese prisons one night.
if you give me 2 seconds,
I've spent a
I'll
lot of
try.
time like watching video game stuff at like that time in the morning.
If-
But my YouTubes, while you're waiting, my YouTubes would be, I don't know, I'm a sucker for the normal stuff, drift games.
Yeah.
Like I watch drift games, big time. So basically, whenever Jeff and Job split from whenever Jeremiah and Zach Jobs split from Donut, I followed them to big time. I do actually quite like James Pumphrey's channel, Speed. I like it as well. Night Raid. I love Night
Yeah,
Raid.
Night Raid is good,
Night
yeah.
Raid's class because Night Raid, I feel like they still kind of keep it real.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, they're still building cars in a shed, still making shit out of, like, oh, we need to put an arch in a BMW. Here's about a tin we had lying around. You know, whereas I feel like even, you know, some of our more, likes of drift games, like, who I love, by the way, but, and this is not a criticism, it's just where they need to go to get the views.
Yeah.
But a lot of it's sky high stuff. And they'll say that themselves. They know that. Like, but a lot of the stuff now is like, to me, sometimes feels a wee bit unrelatable. But then,
Yeah.
same token, if Dave Egan, and he said this before, he's like, oh, I've just built another S15, people will be going, boring. They can't win. People will have an
Yeah.
opinion on whatever they do regardless. So just fucking let them at it, let them do what they want to do.
But you can't stay You can't stay small for it. If
No,
you go, you gotta keep
and the
building.
way Sam from Night Raid does his videos is like, and the way they do it's like longer stage builds.
Yeah.
And like, but it's very detailed.
Yeah.
Like they talk about, we're building an engine. They might have 3 episodes on building one UZE with a set of different cams and all that. And then they would go to Japan and stuff as well. Was Kane Launder not on one of their videos?
Kane Launder was on Jimmy Oaks. Him and the wife bought a house out in him and school Kane. They bought a house out in Japan.
Fair play.
Which apparently it was a nightmare.
Right?
Japan does not let people just buy houses.
You can't if you're born in Japan, even as a like if you're American parents, but they're for whatever reason you're born in Ireland, you would get an Irish. Well, I don't know if you're born here. I don't know if you're entitled to both. But if you're, oh my god, that's a massive spider over there in the wall.
Why the hell would you say that behind me?
Kind of have to freak you out.
Is that the one on the
scale
top?
Before I turn around, on a scale of 1 to 10, how close is it to me?
Like 2 or 3 meters.
On the web?
Yeah.
It looks dead.
It's not.
Yes, it isn't.
Oh, thanks.
It's not.
It's alright, I'm not coming near it.
No, I'll keep an eye on it. But it's like, if you want to get us a better studio that's not layering spiders, you can buy our merchandise.
He can't laugh. He thought he heard a rat earlier when shit and stuff. Meanwhile,
I'm painting out this place. We're painting out this place to be actually terrible. It's actually not that bad. If you like, but if you're born in Japan, you still don't get Japanese citizenship. You have to have a Japanese parent to get Japanese citizenship.
Well, from what they were saying, they had to basically write to the council and plead their case.
Jesus.
And like Kane was, from what I remember, Kane was saying he would be coming to Japan since he was 13.
Yeah.
So, and like respected the whole tradition and
the culture. Yeah.
You know, so eventually they were allowed. But
did you get onto your YouTubes?
Yes. Sorry. So, in regards to cars, drift games, I do like Officially Gas because they do mad horsepower builds.
Yeah.
Like 1200 brake Integra K20.
Excuse me, a lot of new age technology. So the first, like even the ZF ZF conversions, that's where I first heard of that.
So them.
Excuse me.
Animal Z would a wee bit. I watched it a lot for like football analysis, so I never really get to watch much football. Like I Sport Man United.
I don't watch football.
I didn't really watch football.
Yeah.
This is the thing though. I go down rabbit hole.
Connor's a big sports fan.
I watched a bit of the GA too on it and that. But like I've recently, I don't know. Like I don't know if whatever videos he puts out is the correct truth or whatever. But Johnny Harris is very easy to listen to. In regards to like,
I know that
why is a certain war happening, or why is this happening, or why is that happening?
Just get a random lore.
Like documentaries and stuff. Like it's only because whenever you're sitting driving all the time, like I'm not going to take it away from the two Johnnies. I've like nearly stopped listening to a lot of podcasts, and them 20-minute videos are over quite quickly. And then I'm a massive technology nerd, so all the technology ones like MKBHD, The Verge, doing reviews and all the newest technology and stuff.
Do you still watch Unbox Therapy?
Unbox Therapy? The odd time watching it, yeah.
I don't watch him as much as I used to. I think ever since he got that big, it's not as good as it used to be.
Right, okay.
But and then for farming it would be Andrew, Farm Theory.
Hi, Andrew.
I enjoy him.
Bit of McLean and Co as well now.
Yes,
YouTube.
Obviously Grassman
obviously as well.
McLean and Co.
Yeah, there's loads more came into my head.
Here, to be honest, we could do, and probably actually should do another full podcast on YouTube because it's been 2 years. And
to be fair, I will say one thing, right? So in regards to like female automotive channels, like Becky Evans is very good to watch.
Yeah.
Obviously James Dean and Dwayne whenever they do theirs. But even to be fair to her, Abby Higgins is very good at it.
Yeah, Abby is good.
I've watched a couple of her videos.
Abby is good.
I probably should.
You fucking swear you're in the shed having the crack with them.
Abby's good on camera, but like she's just likeable.
Well, like if she's the same in person, I've never actually spoke to Abby before, but like if she's the same in person, you can imagine her being the same as that in person.
Yeah, no, she's Abby sound like.
I'll be doing honourable mentions now because I've started watching Matt Armstrong too much.
I have kind of fallen in and out of Matt Armstrong. He shouts a lot.
Yeah, his laugh's a bit annoying.
But
It is a good watch
and I'm just jealous.
because they are winging it.
Oh,
I like watching the sheer prices that a dealership thinks they can charge.
Yeah.
Like he was doing the SVJ.
Oh, the fucking, and then you go to the part number, and the part
Aye.
number's a fucking Octavia.
Aye.
Yeah.
The SVJ, they were doing bonnet latches. He ordered a set from Lamborghini, £700.
same part was like
They
30
sent
off
it
Audi.
out, and the manufacturer that they bought it off, same packaging. He googled the manufacturer, £70.
Yeah, there's something about there was talk of him actually getting a lawsuit or something from one of those companies because of
It wouldn't surprise me because he was exposing them a lot.
because he was
to be fair.
exposing them.
Yeah.
I think it was like a dash, something in the dash. I think it was a Lamborghini. And the same
surprise
part from Audi, it was like £1,200. Same part from Audi was like
There was
£38.
the main fuse that whenever the car crashes, the normal
Pyro fuse.
pyro
fuse.
There was something out there, and they got a pyro fuse out of something else, and it was like
It was an M5,
a
wasn't
20th
it?
of the fucking price. or
Yeah.
something.
It is interesting because I'm learning more about cars that I've never known.
A lot of stuff he does as well, like seam sealing and all that stuff,
Ah.
is stuff I never appreciated.
Did you watch him setting off the airbags in the Range Rover?
No.
He's messing about with the pyro fuse as well. It wasn't working, and he had it in his hand. It's on a gyro. They tilted it, and it thought the car was rolling. Bang! And he was right
That
beside
would
it.
hurt. That would suck. That would suck.
Just that one wee twist, and it was like, oh, we're crashing. Bang!
That would suck.
That happened to Cletus too. Smashed doing the hard part with Spark. Hit the wall, went up in two wheels, bang, airbags.
Oh god.
Is this more honourable mentions for YouTube?
No, we shall continue.
Nah.
Oh, hang on, I'm unprepared.
If you're going from news first, you want me to pronounce the next name?
Podrick?
No, it was. Alright, you're going. No, it was Niall Delaney.
No. You're going from the newest.
Podrick's.
Podrick's next in line.
Podrick says, hello, Connor, how are you?
I am very well, Podrick. How are you?
Podrick is back at the grass again. He's chatting
Oh,
there.
Jesus, you think you get off it?
But no way it's coming into winter now.
Is that-
Obviously, it's a different season. Obviously, Southern Hemisphere, Australia.
So the kangaroo side is height.
I
Jeez,
keep
that's
think-
the gateway. It's
I-
the gateway on the farm.
I keep thinking like it's he put up all ready for grass. I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, or say the word is upside down shit.
It's upside down right now.
How does he not get a sore head? From all the
He's,
blood rushing
like,
to his head.
Well, to be fair, like, he's probably the most laid back man I've ever met.
He is pretty laid back. Don't know,
Yeah.
you're pretty laid back. My cousin Anthony's pretty laid back.
So you're constantly in fucking Donegal.
My cousin Anthony's so laid back he's upside down like.
Am I doing the next one?
down under.
Do you want me to do the next one?
I
too?
go for it.
Jamie Keys.
Yeah, seen this.
You're in an arena the size of a football field. Pick two of these groups to defend you while the others come to get you. Which one do you choose? 50 eagles, 10 crocodiles, 3 brown bears, 7 bulls, 1 human with a rifle, 15 wolves, 10,000 rats, 5 gorillas, 4 lions. So 2 are defending you while the rest are coming to get you.
Can I just say I want the rats on my side?
You don't like rats.
No, which is
Oh,
why I
that's
want
why.
them on my side. Another thing I'll say is I want the guy with a rifle definitely against me because he's a bad guy, and bad guys never hit targets.
To be fair, you're right there.
Did you ever see the Family Guy sketch? And it's like, I think Stewie and Brian are running away from the bad guys, and they're like, it's like, why are bad guys such bad aims? And the guys are running behind going, I don't know why we can't hit them, and they're firing like everywhere. And I'd probably take the Eagles as well on my side because it's 50 of them and they're big ass yachts,
Nah,
like.
an eagle can lift it.
Yeah,
But,
and come in and pierce and distract.
but one human with a rifle might just take you out.
He could, but let's remember, he's not going to hit me. It's a bad guy.
You got crisscross applesauce. Like,
Don't just stand there.
I
He's a bad
nearly
guy.
say the rats and the gorillas.
to defend you.
I really don't want 10,000 rats coming at me like.
Because
I
10,000
kinda
rats
want
is a lot of fucking rats,
That's
and rats
why-
are not small.
10,000 rats is I'm thinking rats too, but then also I'm
Like
thinking
what?
five
What the
gorillas.
fuck is? Huh?
5 gorillas.
Gorillas are a lot fucking bigger than us. Like
5 gorillas could.
Fuck up lions and everything.
Well, I
Brown
think,
bears are savage though.
What, brown bears?
There's only 3 of them.
but they would hopefully, they're solitary animals, so they hopefully would take each other out instead.
Well, true.
And then the crocodiles, I don't know, you know.
I've watched too much Outdoor Boys to know that the wolves, packs, and they'll wear you down.
But 10,000 rats. They'll overrun wolves and everything.
Yeah, 10,000 rats.
10,000 rats.
10,000 rats.
10,000
I want the rats on my side.
Like, the rats would fill the size
If
of
it
it.
wasn't 10,000, I wouldn't even be looking at them.
Yeah, but
10,000
10,000 would fill
rats
the
is a
size
lot.
of a fucking football
10,000
field.
rats is pretty. It's pretty
That's a
hectic.
lot
Like,
of rats,
not
like.
gonna lie.
Out of curiosity, can I? Oh, I
Crocodiles wouldn't do
can
them.
fucking copy it. Right, we'll see what. Out of curiosity, well, you are debating.
They're going to put that in ChatGPT.
I
He's
am.
going to chat. Can we come back to that one if I read out? What's the
Yeah.
next one? Because mine are all the wrong way around.
Eamon? Dempsey?
No, we've just done that.
Oh.
Mine's have all because Connor sent them to me, but
I don't know what order
they've come
mine
through
are.
in a different way, and I've turned off all of it.
Robert Dack.
What's Robert said? Oh, I gone ahead. Read it.
If you had to buy a pre-1975 tractor for farm work or vintage, what would it be?
Pre 1975.
I can't answer this because I don't.
But it literally depends what you're looking for. Because
Best all-rounder for farm work.
yeah, but I mean,
I'm sorry.
1975. Realistically, unless you're going for like something real old, like when you say farm work, is it going on a slurry mixer or is it going on a link box?
Just says farm work or vintage.
Do you know, I have a Massey 35. I would love a Massey 65. I'm not a Massey man, but I do love the 65s, and I think that'd be a good tractor. Even no, you couldn't go mixed slurry with it, but
The Davy Brown.
Davy Brown's not. But I don't know if they're.
they're
I think they're 79.
For the purposes of this question, we'll say they're 75.
Davy
don't know
Brown.
anything other
Funny,
than
the
that,
Davy
so-
Brown was something that was in my head. As a 185, I think a 185 and a 13, like a Massey 185 would actually be one, but I'm pretty sure.
Is it not after the
I
like
think-
65? And
Yeah,
35s?
I think they're well. If they might be 1973.
I have absolutely
In
no
which
idea.
case, if it would either be a Massey 65 or a Massey 185 or a 188, provided it's which is weird because I'm not, as I say, I'm not a Massey man, but that's probably what I would go for. Or a Ford 7000.
Actually,
Ford
a major.
7000. Yeah, major.
A major.
Major would be pretty good. Like
It's like a turbo on her.
the
Are they the
back
one-
end
are
of a
they-
major can take 1,000 horsepower.
Are they the Fords with massive wheel? No, it's Connor.
Yeah, County is the
Right.
one Fords that have the same wheel
Ah.
size front and rear.
So I don't know tractors well enough to be able to answer this question.
I would say either a Ford 7, but I thought a Ford 7000 was 1975, so I thought I would rule out. But if you could get if 75 counted, then I would go for a 7000 or a Massey 188, or if I had to be older than that, a 65. What about yourself? Major. Just
I can't answer. I don't. If I could Google it, I would. But
Does
it's not
anybody want to hear this?
so what's ChatGPT said?
ChatGPT says, good question. This is one of those animal battle royale hypotheticals that needs strategy. Let's break it down. So, blah, blah, right, well, fuck it. So, the best choice is 50 eagles. They give constant harassment from above, keeping the riflemen distracted and making it hard for land animals to coordinate.
So I was right about the
Eyes and
Eagles.
soft spots are their targets. 3 brown bears, they're your tanks. Nothing else can reliably stop wolves, bulls, or crocs like a bear can. So I take 50 eagles and 3 brown bears. The eagles keep aerial pressure and neutralise the rifle threat, while the bears hold the ground. Crocodiles are too situational. Wolves are too squishy.
Too what?
Too squishy.
Too squishy. What did it say about the rats?
Aye, the rats are.
And bulls have one good charge, but not much staying power. Do you want me to run a play-by-play scenario of how the fight would likely unfold? Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
fuck it.
mention the rats.
Yeah, I never mentioned the rats at all.
The rats would just get through everything. Like there's too many of them.
I'm still pretty much on I want the
It
rats
fucking-
on my side. Like I think.
Oh my god, it didn't put the rats in.
Oh,
That would explain it.
Crap.
so you've replayed it back with the.
Yes, so best pick would be 10,000 rats, 3 brown bears. 10,000 rats control the ground, overwhelm literally everything. Even bears can't fight being swarmed. 3 brown bears, absolute tanks that can maul through lions, bulls, gorillas, and provide a wall of protection while the rats overwhelm. That combo covers swarm plus brute force. Next best combo would be rat plus human with a rifle, infinite ammo assumed, and if the ammo is limited, I stick with rats and bears. I choose rats and bears.
Well, yeah.
The rats is always the.
It also can get me to map out how the fight would go, but I don't think we have that time for that.
No. Leo Boyce, dream tractor pulling yoke and thoughts on Lupos or E46s. Dream tractor pulling yoke depends what you're looking for. If it's modified or standard. I've said before, standard would be well, I say standard would be a Fiat 18090, but with a different gearbox rather than Fiat's gearbox, probably like a T7050 per command. So you've got the 8.1 stroke, but you've got the gears you can pull her down if needs be.
I'd love to once again see what, like, a modern common rail engine can do whenever it's
properly turbo
in
map
theory, all this development is through into it, because you've seen the Power Star engine, and is it Howard Henry as a Power Star engine on it?
Howard Henry is a Power Star engine, yeah.
It's revving to what, 3,500 RPM? Or,
does it rev as high as that?
I don't know, like, you can. Well, how else do they make them mad power?
Big fuck off turbos.
Well, that would
Big
also
old
do it.
spooky boy.
But
And a tech fuel timing so advanced it's teaching me miles. Like,
can I just say big bud because I don't know tractors all much.
that could work.
Big bud, yeah. What about Lupos or E46? It's kind of a bit of a.
Those are two very different cars.
Yeah.
Lupos are a deadly first car.
Agreed.
Coilovers, like fucking Revos or something.
Do you remember
The thing is, you could
right enough. Yeah.
you could even get a set of, like, the thing is, if you bought a set of even BBS split rims for that, you'd buy them. Yes, they're expensive. You'd sell them like that.
But
you'd have your money made back.
But still, like, for a Lupo, you're assuming first time driver, so you'd be thinking coilovers,
Revos. Yeah, Revos.
or
Yeah.
super lights, something like handy and cool.
Easy, simple.
Yeah.
Go kart.
Yeah.
They are cool. Like, if you really wanted to, you could put Polo GTA interior or something to it.
The older I've got, the more I like them.
I think they're cool. Like,
E46s love
them.
5 doors or even
Yeah.
cuts.
I just love them all.
I love
That's
E46s.
what you should buy.
And what? 36, 46?
46.
46.
You should buy a 5-door 46.
Or even a 3-door.
330.
Even a 3-door 330 46.
Like a 330D, and then have a
D or
Lexus.
I?
No, D. D. Fuck.
D for daily or D for
D,
definite?
D for
no,
diesel.
D for do everything.
Oh, he's playing us.
Fuck you.
Here, do fair, right? Michael Donnelly's.
Oh, like,
That class. No, the black one.
I prefer
That thing's nearly 300 brake. And that is literally
I do.
do
road
skids?
legal daily
Lots of smoke too.
I do want to do
drifter
skids.
Allegedly.
on private roads.
I do want to do skids.
Huh?
I do want to do skids.
And
I knew that would happen with you in that Golf.
E46 is.
Of course, it was going to happen with a Golf
Wait to buy the Golf then.
because it is fun to drive.
I still think there is probably if
Ultimate daily, but
Yeah, you need.
don't know
Well,
whenever.
it depends. Me, I would do with a real drive as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? So a few weeks ago I went to the port in the Sierra. I was about to say went to Sierra in the port, but I went to the port in the Sierra. Nice enough evening. Now I've got the idle adjusted since. Now it doesn't die out anymore. But like sitting there, paddle clutch is a fucking workout.
Yep.
You know, you're sitting watching the temperature. Although mine doesn't really heat anymore. Like unless you're giving it absolute stacks in a burnout, or diffing doesn't like diffing. But like if you're sitting in traffic, it's fine. There's no aircon. At Donegal Rally, we were opening the doors and fanning ourselves. Like, do you know, it's just shit.
torture.
It's just shit. Like, it's not a nice place to be. Yes, if you're a Modelo and you're banging third gear and just sending it, best
You're
car
only at
ever.
Mandela 2 days of the year, like.
Best car ever. But or even to be fair, on a dry day, like if you decide to just put the foot in it, it brings the biggest smile to your face for 30 to 40 seconds, and then you come into a town and you're clutching down and you're like, oh, and you're sitting in traffic waiting, and it's just pain. Whereas your Golf, the day we went to the port,
Yeah.
Like, it was like you were sitting there with the aircon on, but then ultimately we go on to the twisty roads, and had you not been searching for your ball, you know, you'd have planted it, and it would took every inch of me to try and keep up with you, and with all the driver aids and all that. Even you turned all that shit off, you've still 4-wheel drive, and you've still 370 horsepower.
The 4-wheel drive has saved me a couple of times too. I have drifted that thing accidentally too.
But I would imagine it probably would.
Yeah. Especially when I first got it, the tyres wouldn't have been the best on her. Came around the roundabout one time and the back end stepped on me, and I was like, hello. And drifting 4-wheel drive is not fun.
No.
It is terrifying. It wants to kill you.
Yeah, just hold it flat and just keep that power out of it, basically. It's more of a power slide than a drift. Like,
if I came off, I would have went back to front wheel drive.
Oh, left off oversteer then.
Because they only kick in when the fronts are spinning. So if I come off the power, then nothing's trying to spin. So it would have thrown itself back in front wheel drive.
Sure,
do you not remember the video from the drag racing I was doing last September? When I launch it, you can watch the power go throw itself.
You can actually, yeah.
And then send itself.
I'd love to do a drag race in my car, but I need hooky tyres.
There's no drag racing going on anymore. Specialist Court did it twice, and then gave us all the promise of the day that they were going to keep doing it.
It's a shame,
and then just stopped doing it.
James Duffin, as we're closer to 2050 than 2000. Holy shit!
Thanks for that.
What do you think farming will be like in the next 25 years compared to the previous 25? I personally think the glory era of farming was 1990 to 2010.
Can you see them bringing out electric tractors?
Oh yeah.
Like properly.
Yeah. Or autonomous. I don't know if that'll make it to Ireland or even, well, I was going to say the British Isles, but there's a lot of big fields in England. I could see autonomous tractors being a thing, fully electric.
No,
I don't know. The batteries look.
Yeah, I don't think you can run.
You boys can run 24 hours and them things. No farmer's going to go, I take her back to the farm here and leave in the yard for 28 hours to charge the battery.
Do you get the torque with hydrogen though? This would be my next question.
Has Cummins not developed the hydrogen engine?
No idea.
I'm not sure. I don't know the answer to that. I'm sure someone come on. I actually, to be honest, I am scared for farming in the next.
Why?
I feel like
at the minute, the way it seems is there's the whole thing about in the world about net zero and stuff.
Yeah.
And the more and more you hear about it, like yes, initially whenever you hear what the media and all puts out, you'd be very much like, the farmer's massive polluter and that. But whenever you more and more you hear and read and watch, and you see both sides of the argument, and you hear what's going on, you're like, wow, it comes across as like half a scam, just to, and like the farmer is sort of half being scapegoated.
Red House Holsteins is probably one of the best advocates for farming in this country.
No, it's like anything.
I want him on the pod. Like, he would be class.
Definitely, yeah. But farming 25 years, I would say most dairy farms will go some form of to robots, because there's technology will have advanced that much, and nobody really wants to milk cows every day, unless you have to obviously have good people that have an interest to watch out for things. Beef farming, I'll get more and more down the route of technology too. People with loads of money are the only ones I've ever heard with these things, water troughs in a field, the way the animal coming in every day, so you can see how much the animal's gaining per day.
Yeah, that's a dream world. That'd be class if you didn't.
But it is, the technology's there, just nobody would spend the money on it.
Well, of course, it's not you could argue if you knew what you were paying, or you'd certain animals, but then you'd have to look into isolating. No way you can do it with the dairy parlours. You can feed the yield. But you can't really do that with beef farming. You could, but it would be more difficult.
Feeder would be the same thing.
The thing is, the bit that gets me is if you look at even single farm payments, every year it's less and less and less and less and less.
But the only reason that was ever brought in was just
Subsidies.
to be able to have cheap food.
Yeah.
Food's not cheap anymore.
No.
You know, you go into a restaurant, you're not getting a steak for any less than 25 quid. But then again, beef is $6.50 a kilo at least.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's
at
the
that
scary
restaurant
bit.
has
Like,
some
It's how
shocking
far does it go?
markups.
The only problem, though, I would say with farming is that when the farmer gets a reasonable price for their thing, they go fucking cuckoo, and they end up having mad prices go, you know, go everywhere.
my fear is a lot of the small to midland farms are just not going to be able to make ends meet. The price of machinery is not getting any cheaper. The price of anything, milk and parlours, whatever, isn't getting any cheaper. And the guys that would have been able to live off 50, 60 acres, you know, even 10, 15 years ago, in 10 or 15 years' time, that's not going to be a justifiable amount of acres. Like, where you're sitting at the minute, like, your amount of acres, I would say you're on the cusp.
Well, the only other thing about it is more and more younger people don't want to do it.
I think there's going to be a lot more hobby farmers like myself, you know, 30, 40 acres. And people doing it just for the love and trying to stay below that. Like, look, like, for instance, like,
say, you know, in 10 years' time, if, you know, yourself and Becca decide to have a few children and that.
sweet, free labour. Wait, what?
I but say for instance, in a theoretical universe, right, you have 3 children, they're quite young and not there.
Yeah.
And you have all these other things that they want to, you know, Becca's like, doing between music lessons, maybe going to football and different bits and bobs. Where the fuck have you the time to run after 10 cows? You know, if you're still doing a podcast,
I think you can make it work.
If you're still doing a podcast, there's another so many hours out of a week.
Well, there's me now. Like, I travel for work, and like now I'm on the cusp of going back to the cat, like bringing cattle in and all, and that's going to be hard to negotiate. Like, to try and like, I'll have to just time it with bales and stuff. There's going to have to be bales that might just have to be sacrificed, because I say after a couple of days and they haven't eaten, I'm going to go, right, well, I need to go in with 2 new bales here, because I can't expect Becca to go and jump in the map row and do whatever needs done. She can throw meal to them, but you know, like, you will. I think you can make it work if the heart's in it, but I just feel like I think just the way I see it is a lot of farms are going to get swallowed up, and it's going to be like big factory farms, which I also don't really agree with, because I like seeing cows out of grass. I like seeing cows and see, like, look, people who keep cows in all year round, that's fine, as long as it's not cruel. That's fine. I don't personally like that. I know it's incredibly efficient, especially if you're zero grazing, you get more efficiency out of your acreage and etc. But I like seeing cattle at grass. That's just the long and short of it. So these these big shut up, man.
He's like, I enjoy to see the cow or 2 out of the grass too, you know.
But I do think, like, as time goes on, you are going to have these more factory style farms, and then what's going to happen there is you're going to get more of the rise of the opposite.
Still not be able to have them though if the nutrient action plan comes into place. You know, the amount of ground they're going to need to have for it.
And then you're going to have more people protesting, saying, "Oh, look how cruel this is," and blah blah and blah blah, and that's just going to try and shut it down even more.
True,
which is kind of what you're seeing with the nutrient action plan and all. So I don't think the future.
That's the first I've heard of the action plan.
Oh, on the NAP? You not heard of the? All right, well.
Essentially, what it would mean is for us to keep the same amount of cattle, we'd have to double the ground.
Well, how's that fair?
It's not.
How you meant to just magically come up with twice the amount of ground?
So basically, this is what I'm saying. You'll have less cattle, same amount of ground. How does that pay?
Is someone in a nice wee office writing all this shit?
You pretty much.
So I could circle back on that net zero stuff, because I think that is the biggest scam going, because it's not feasible.
What baffles me is, for the UK to be net zero, it's handier to import more food to offset the carbon on another country.
Does that
but
make
that's
sense?
not sorting anything.
No, it's not. It's literally kicking.
It's like robbing Tom the Poopy.
Do you ever see?
And the likes of your city goers or anybody, not city goers, even anybody. I want to go on a holiday to Spain. They need to go on an airplane to go to Spain. That's obviously a lot of a big carbon footprint.
But sorry, because
they need to offset that in something else.
They love to blame cows, but you go on that Flight Radar app and you zoom out, you can't even see half the countries with the amount of planes that are flying over.
Hey, it's alright. Everybody's getting their avocados in from Brazil.
Oh, wow. That's real good.
Yeah.
That's real net zero.
That's real net zero. But it's fine. You shift India, China, Brazil. Do not give one flying fuck about their emissions. Or their carbon credits or whatever. They don't care.
We're railing out the solar farms, but China's pumping out a new coal-fired power
stations, yeah. Shut down the entirety of the power stations in Ireland, like all the peat-fired power stations, and now they're just importing the fuel from other places. Like,
but it's alright because that's not our carbon, apparently.
Yeah, and it's alright because
still getting emitted.
Fuck the people in the Midlands who no longer have jobs, or these entire places that just have lost entire economies because, someone in the fucking government
You're taking a natural thing out of the ground.
There's arguments for and against. I do agree that you do need to preserve resources, but
there's more resources than they'll ever let on.
Yeah,
there's more oil there than they'll ever let on.
Oh, why? And they're discovering more all the time. Like Qatar just boom, where
all of a sudden has
trillions and trillions of natural gas.
Yeah,
they just randomly found out in the ocean, like. And apparently now Antarctica, whenever the treaty goes up, and again this is one of those videos I watched. There's a massive oil field in Antarctica, like.
I see
way massive, way bigger than like Saudi and all.
Because of where it is, but like.
But there's there's a treaty there that's ending soon, and it's now just a case of who's going to claim it.
Arguably though, at the same time, right? As long as you're not affecting the wildlife, which, to be fair,
everything affects wildlife. At the end of the day, like,
don't fuck with the penguins.
Well, sure. Do they not say that them wind farms in the oceans are affecting the whales?
Aye, because of the vibrations they let off.
One is like transmitting, and obviously they do like echo.
Yeah,
possibly. And it's like really affecting them. It's like disorientating them. But we'll not talk about that.
People don't really think about that when they're doing it.
Well, sure, it's like Loch Ness there. There's the amount of sewage goes into it is criminal, and then it's like the thing that farm theory done a video on it, and it was essentially saying like 2022 the levels rose so much, whatever. That was the year fertilizer was £1,000 a ton.
Yeah.
Aye, but we're just putting it in the water.
Doesn't make sense. We all sold less that year.
These boys were just pumping it into the water for the crack there. Like.
Yeah. That's why it was so much, because they just seen how much they could sell it to farmers, because they were like, Jesus, these farmers are doing nothing but pumping manure into the water. Let's keep raising the price, because farmers are buying so much fertilizer to pump into Loch Ness. Yeah, that's exactly what was happening.
I was doing it, I'm not a farmer.
Like, farming in years come, I would say, like,
I'm scared,
every farm will be a lot more technology will be on it, but it makes sense for more technology in certain aspects to make more things more efficient.
Yeah.
It annoys me that you're being used as a scapegoat for them.
Oh, well.
And I'm not even a farmer, but like I'm from the outside in, and I'm just going, just farmer this, farmer that, and I'm just like, it's not though.
Farming is the only industry where, say, and to describe farming,
one of the oldest industries going.
Like, farming is a case of
something else.
Adam goes into the shop to buy a loaf of bread. So say you're going in to get the loaf of bread. Imagine you want the shopkeeper, oh Jesus, I'll give you 40p a day for it, and he just has to be like, okay. Yeah. And then the following day, I'm feeling wild generous, I'll give you £1 a day.
That's your milk prices, isn't it?
Yeah, literally. It's just everything. It's like price of grain, whatever. It's literally.
I know, I had a conversation with someone, and they were essentially saying, right, but yous make whatever amount of money from selling the milk, and I was like, yes. In one winter, we were getting 55p a litre for milk, and you were like, times are good. The following, like, summer, we were getting 27.
28p, wasn't it, or something?
It's like, you just have.
But it's not even supply and demand fuel on that. So what is fuel? Like, is that just great from whoever's buying it from you?
Well, like, for a long time,
supermarkets have far too much buying
power. You could get 4 litres of milk for £2. Like, two litre jars. How the fuck was that ever going to make sense?
Same people that complain about farmers getting paid too much, or you get money handed to your left, right and centre from the government, are the same people who are also now complaining that their price of meat and their price of milk has went up, and their price of like cereals and stuff has went up. So they're going, farmers get so much money, everything's so expensive. It's like, yeah, because we're getting less of a subsidy, and your fucking shit's more expensive. Like,
and then shrinkflation on top of that too.
Look. Yeah, it's
the only industry too
that buys at retail and sells at wholesale.
Well, there's that, but at the same time, like, whenever you see in most other industries, like say like building contractors out there, you know, whenever they're driving something nice and fancy, you know, they're doing well. They're obviously, you know, got good contracts, and then you hear about a farmer and
he's just bought a new pickup. What a scumbag!
No, we'll not use that word.
I can't use that word anymore because I get torn through in that. Yeah.
Well, farmers aren't scumbags, but
no, they're not. But that's what the public perception is.
No, it isn't. But like they're judged.
Yeah.
You know, they're crying poverty, but they're buying this, that, and the other. But they work hard enough for it, like
that, and it's also a business.
Well, that's true, and a business is there to make profit too.
It's a business write-off too, but people don't think like that either. They just think it's their personal vehicle, when it's like, no, that's a farm vehicle. That's being used.
It's finance too. It's not like you can write a blank check.
Used like that nice pickup will still be going through a field, and
we talked about this a lot in the pickup episode, didn't we?
Yeah.
We could again.
That was about the inheritance tax thing.
Yeah, we could go on a full another. Oh, yeah, that's right. We could go on a full scale.
Well, I believe nobody should have to pay
podcast about that
tax
as well. So, moving on to the next one.
Yes,
Dylan Jackson. Going to give you a pile of totally serious questions to pad the time out. Did you do anything exciting during the break?
No,
we're away for a month.
No.
Some guy got a life sentence, but other than that.
And he got a fucking castration ring for it too.
Unbelievable.
What arsehole was driving the 110/90 at Mulligan's?
I don't know, but how did he get the sunroof down?
He had to undo the bolts at the side of the rams.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Otherwise he was getting soaked.
To be fair, the fella driving the 110 at Mulligan's was a complete arsehole. Like
some dance moves on him.
Serious dance moves. It was dull. It was dull. Because this is part 3 of the community, does this mean there'll be a promise of a 4th, which never appears?
Absolutely.
He's got to say.
We will always promise that.
To be fair, is there going to be a 4th part, do you think?
I think the lure of not doing a 4th is funnier than me actually doing a 4th.
Yeah, I'd never do the 4th.
I think like if I just say I'm going to do a 4th but never actually do it, that's funnier than me actually doing a 4th. And everyone going, oh.
Other people do the 4th for you.
Any more plans for YouTube videos in the future, or will it be podcasts for the foreseeable? That's actually a serious one. I think. Dylan's, there's not really any knowing either.
We'll just take it week by week with Michael because he just takes notions.
I would love to do YouTube.
If I filmed you doing stuff on the 300, would you put it on YouTube?
I don't have time to edit everything. This is the problem. If you want to film me and then you edit
I
those
nearly
videos,
for the crack of just see how.
You're more than welcome to take my Mac and edit and do a YouTube.
I will actually
you'll need it.
Like you can create profiles in your Mac, so I could have a profile and Adam could have a profile,
or just learn how to use DaVinci in your iPad. It would actually be easier to put together a video of that happening, to be fair, of us doing that. Like, I have like all.
We may give it a go in the foreseeable future.
I have all the videos of me doing the slurry tanker. I have the videos of the drift days. I have the videos of me prepping
and you
the
wouldn't
air
give
for the
out
drift
if
days.
I did it in a different editing style because I don't know what I'm doing.
No, everyone has to start somewhere.
True, fair enough. Tiernan Connolly. What is the biggest thing you regret not doing? Well, it's letting go of a certain car. Fuck me, I know what that's going to be. Or not buying that certain thing that you wanted. Biggest regret for me not doing.
You've missed a heap of questions here.
No, I haven't. I'm going on based in.
Oh, right. Oh, yours is completely different to mine. Mine's just come through all
the same order as him.
The biggest thing you regret not doing. Bagging the Polo.
You regret not bagging the Polo?
Just to see what it would have looked like to have that thing bagged, because I had it so low static.
It's a lot of money just to see how it looks.
I know, but like nowadays, like I was offered the car to buy it back, and I just went, no, I don't need that.
I didn't before. Like, if I had the money, I'd buy it.
I think it was so. It left me. Apparently, I have been since speaking not that long ago to the fella who eventually got it, and he just like, I give that car death. This is the young Phillips talking. Burnouts, keybind, whatever, and it just took it. Like, what the fuck did you?
I'm surprised that Polo took a keybind and didn't have a mental breakdown.
I didn't even know it could.
Polo was a great car, though.
Like,
I know, but like,
I never went through a clutch runner on that car.
Yeah, 178,000 miles, and he never went through a clutch.
Mr. Blip
That's
himself.
so impressive. Yeah, but blipping, I think, is
One
actually.
set of brake discs as well, only ever.
I wish I could only go through one set of magnets.
I've still not done the brakes in
I
Amarok
have
yet.
the worst luck with brakes. Anyway.
On the Lexus, like the 300. The reason she's off the road is because it kept seizing brake calipers.
They're notorious
Did you
for
put
that.
brand new ones on?
They are notorious for that.
Did you put brand new ones on?
The P100 is also off the road because of
Did
seized
you-
brake calipers.
Did you put brand new ones on?
Brand new second hand.
I replaced the sliders and everything. Man.
I'm going to put two new full
Did
calipers
you?
in the front
Did
of
you
it.
put the handbrake up whenever you parked her?
But mine.
You didn't do that.
I
with
was in the
Jack
car and mine nearly caught fire.
I was in the car.
Oh,
with you
shit.
in,
Were you?
yeah, I was in back.
Just
Sorry.
coming back from our film,
I was-
And Oren Robinson asked for a lift home, and I was like,
watching sparks come out in front of her.
I can't take a third person.
My Lexus, she would be grand, and then all of a sudden she'd just seize, and you'd be driving along the road, and it would nearly pull the steering wheel out of your hands, and it was like that there. It was like, oh my.
To be fair, back in the Polo, letting go of a certain car. If I could redo it now, I would have like used the old fella's Jeep for work purposes, and then still drove the Polo decked at the weekends for the crack of it. Get a bit more use out of it. Or not buying that certain thing that you wanted. Not buying an AS200 when I came home from England.
Would
be
they been
honest,
cheaper?
Yeah.
Would they been cheaper back then?
Oh yeah. We've
No,
done-
I would have bought it and kitted it and I've been broke, but I still would have done it.
You wouldn't be broke now, right? No.
Um,
Sold it. Then you're like me, you probably wouldn't sell it.
I can't. No, I couldn't sell it. Yeah, I'd just be like, Michael, can I have another? Like,
There's not even the point in asking Michael. We all know what he regrets selling.
like everybody.
I also regret.
Did you used to own one?
Yeah. I also regret not doing a certain thing. I regret not pulling the P100 out again. Because all it was a seized brake caliper. And then
The tub just needs bolted down again.
Art still needs welded. But again, that's all doable. Just having time. But to be honest,
You did use a mil too thick a plate, all the same, to patch it.
but
at
what
that
I'd love
stage.
to do really is I'd love to bring the P100 out and it actually be clean. But I want
That
it.
thing looks better the way you
I
know.
just put.
I know.
Oh, you mean like?
If you see where he welded it, to be fair, see everything around it. Like if you left it there for years, where he
nothing
welded
left.
will be the only bit left because it's 2.5 mil. Is it 2 mil thick?
Put 2 months like
Future
plate.
proofing.
Yeah, I've done well at the silver too. Look, probably what I'll actually do
a lot of
is
fucking about.
what I'll
the
actually
ratio.
probably do is just buy 2 cells. I can't even do the same till another car. That's red. And yeah, so but the thing is, it's it's the back half and that.
I
too.
was writing off his back footwell was soaking.
I never actually cleaned that.
I can tell you where the water's coming into that. That needs sorted too. I regret not getting the P100 back earlier because the P100 never, apart from the day that she seized the brake caliper on me and burst the tyre due to the heat, the P100 never let me down.
I didn't know it did that.
Yeah, that's why it's parked up.
Oh, I know. I knew
See-
the caliber. I
see-
didn't know the tire.
Yeah, blew the tyre. Like literally, the tyre
That's not
was
good.
so warm it
Fuck.
exploded. Yeah,
Man,
I'll show you the pictures of it.
I didn't know that could. Okay.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
But I seriously, I do actually.
They
The
probably were old
P100
tires all the same.
The P100 never let me down, even when I first got it and it was running with a bad piston and it was a bit harder to start. It still, once it started,
The fact he drove it into a field on that fucking deck, I was like, God help me.
trying to drift it. Yeah,
Check
No,
out.
no, not up there. And you drift it down that into the stone, down the stone lane, and then into the field. And I was like, oh my fuck!
Yeah.
He wouldn't even take me fucking standard golf in there.
Do you reckon I'd fit in it now?
oh yeah, I did.
Comfortably?
Yeah.
That was always.
John,
I actually
if you
never
had
sat
it
in
next year, I'd fucking
I
buy
never even
it.
tried.
You're more than welcome to go.
No,
and
I'm not
sit
trying now because it's
after
too close
this.
to that other car.
And we're sort of time bound as well.
Oh, there's
We've only
that.
got
We're
half
an
an
hour
hour.
and 43. So we have an hour and 45 minutes.
Your biggest regret?
Well, we all know what that is. It involves a similar type of car as his.
Yeah, to be fair, you're the one person who probably talks about their old car as much as they talk about mine.
I miss that car so much.
With all due
You should have
respect,
bought it back.
your biggest regret should
I
be
didn't
in
have the money.
fucking manual it.
Well, that is my regret. Yeah, I regret not manual it. But like, you all think that annoyed me. It didn't.
Oh, it
It did.
It annoyed me when I tried the. It annoyed me when I tried the diff, and it was
I
like,
never
nah.
You had to diff it. The video you put up earlier in the day in the
But
group.
that was only after it sat for so long.
You had to send it the other way because it didn't diff. one way, and then
But it wasn't like that before.
I remember the first time you actually properly got it to go at a crossroads, private road.
Mexico.
It was way to the port in Mexico, Easter Sunday 2018.
No, I'd done it many times before that. Just not
I've
you in
been
the
down
car.
to Sao Paulo there.
That was the night you were having ball over your A4.
No, that was the night. That was the night we all went down, stayed down early.
I mean, you went down and stayed in Port Sturt.
Oh yeah, I was going to take the A4 and couldn't get it res up enough because the tyres kept rubbing.
It was literally like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I just looked at you, Michael. I just went, Michael, just.
I kept trying to raise up the A4 because I'd like 235. I had to go for 225s on the rear because I got the 20-inch rotors, and they burned the tyre.
I just said to him at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I was like,
they burned the arches off that car.
Just come with me and just leave it. And then we went up. We were up there for about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Parked the car up, went and stayed in the house.
Port Sturt prom, might say Morelli's.
It was actually a really good idea.
Yeah,
that was the year after me and you and.
No, 2 years after.
Parliament, was it?
Nah, it would have been the year after because it wasn't lowered. It was still high whenever we have that photo of the 3 of us.
Oh.
And I had the stupid financial mistake sticker on it.
Hey, to be fair, the amount of silly stickers you got on the
Tropicana.
That was the slip differences sticker I've got in the front of my golf there. I've actually grown fond of it now. I don't want to take it off.
I think the worst one I ever done was 207.
To be fair, I'll never forget your Lexus in the prom. It was like, but
or the time that we went down the prom and Craftz went behind me in the van and I shot flames the whole way down the prom. Just
He was behind you in the chaser.
Huh?
He was behind you
No,
in
he
the
was
chaser.
in the van.
Was he?
It was the Citroen, it was the Berlingo because it was big and heavy from the camera at the top of the prom. And I was sitting in traffic like shooting 4 or 5 foot flames out the back of it. Like, people were looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? And I went, oh.
I have the video of you and him one night at the quarry and the two of you just launching serious.
I backed up beside him on purpose.
I still have that video.
I have it too. That was a good night.
Andrew Muldrew, any chance of doing a challenge series against other pods? Battle of the Pods. I would love. We talked about this kind of recently, and like, if we were to do like a game show, and then I also asked the Reload podcast guys about it on their podcast. I sent in a message. If I had the time, I would love to orchestrate some sort of like local podcast, like even like car, not even just the podcasters, but different like YouTubers and stuff, and car people. So like, so like your team could be. One team could be Gareth Galt, Abby Higgins, and Connor, versus you, Donkey262, and Connor McCann from the Reload podcast, for example. Do you know? And it would be like people from all these different backgrounds, but it all kind of meshes in. You know, you could have Niall Reid doing Laurie's, Valvey doing Laurie, whoever, like, you know. And I think it would be really, really cool to kind of have that sort of game show, but aimed at our audience. And I think something like that would be absolutely class. But it's just, that would become a full-time job.
It's the logistics of that too, trying to get
getting everybody here, getting all the cameras up, then getting people to talk, and like you'd have 9 hours of footage for an hour and a half of
video.
And
everybody would want to do their own intro and tech. So that'll be a full day.
You nearly need to do it live. And then if you did it live, it would probably lose its wow factor after the first. Do you know, but it's something I'd love to do. It's something I'd love if I ever got a chance to just, I don't want to say obviously not work because I have to work, but if I got Bernard's watch for a bit of time and could pause time for a while, like that'd be something I'd love to do.
To be fair, just a side note for Andrew, congratulations.
Congratulations, you. Commiserations as well.
You've also went for the life sentence, but yeah, no, I've seen actually on Facebook.
Yeah, he got married a couple of days before me. I think he got married on the 4th.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Congratulations! I don't know who you are, but
nah, he's a long time listener. Brian Miller, if you could pick any historical if you could pick any historical figure to join your podcast for an episode, who would it be and why? So someone through the ages. Harry Ferguson?
Who?
That wasn't what I was thinking, to be honest.
Who are you thinking? Well, actually, my dad.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, that.
No, I don't mean that in a.
Morbid.
a morbid sense, but
No, I get you.
more of the kind of like, I suppose, well, what's the crack? This is how life has been, 20 years on, sort of thing. This is how farming is, etc.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, it's
that can really
I get where you're coming from. You said it horrifically. I get where you're coming from.
yeah, it probably wasn't one of them.
I wonder would my
I was
mum
just
be
like,
proud.
For once, it wasn't supposed to be a dark joke. Like, it was actually.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Or as I say, or Harry Ferguson. Wait, who were you thinking?
Well, now you said your father, I was like, could you imagine saying to, like, my mother and my father being there and being like, the run we did for the to raise women?
Aye, forgive him for what I was.
Oh my god, that's not good out there.
Oh, it's passing down out there. It's probably like
the other person I was thinking of, it would be cool to find out his perspective would be Paul Walker.
I'll not say what I want to say about Paul Walker.
no. The guys council.
When I say Paul Walker, I miss Brian O'Connor. I don't miss Paul Walker.
Well, Brian O'Connor, yeah.
And if you want to know why, Google it. I'm not saying it on the podcast.
Yeah.
I love telling people though, because they're like, no, and then they Google it and they go, oh.
Yeah. As you say, Brian O'Connor was the.
I miss Brian O'Connor, I don't miss Paul Walker. And I adored Paul Walker.
Oh, here, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Ken Block, that would be
Or
unbelievable.
Colin McRae.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My head went to Senna, but it's the wrong era for us.
Craig
so, like,
Breen.
Craig Breen. Fuck yeah, Craig.
Yeah. I really
Or
upset
even
whenever
Ayrton Senna.
Ken passed away.
That's what he said.
That's why I
Oh, you
said
just
Senna.
said.
See what Ken was, I was genuinely
Ken,
upset for a while.
I was actually quite upset with
A
Colin
certain
McRae
person
as well.
laughed at me about that, but I'll not talk about that.
No, Ken Block was upsetting. Colin McRae was very upsetting too.
Brian O'Connor for me, to be honest.
Huh?
Brian O'Connor.
Well, Paul Walker, to be fair, you
At
look
the time,
at you look at the support of the cruises and stuff around the country, and his memory was
Still
unbelievable.
beats were unbelievable. You're queued back out under the motorway.
It's the reason why I love R34 so much.
That's see whenever boys are that meet was mental, that meet was class, so many cars, and I'm just going, you haven't seen the meets that we used to go to.
Yeah.
When you're talking,
will never beat that first one in Junction 1, the year's anniversary.
And
Wow.
then the next time they tried to organise one, they had private security.
Yeah,
Stop
'cause
them
There
going
was
in.
200 some thousand people said they were going.
Yeah, to be fair, it's because
And
then
they blocked Antrim Town altogether.
yeah.
People don't realise the size meets used to be.
I'd love to try and organise something like that again, but you would get in so much trouble.
Yeah.
Like, and then your name would be ruined because you'd organise something, and then the police would show up with the MOT ramp, and everyone would go like,
Yeah, should have happened to me the first time I organised the meet with BCN.
"That's right."
Organised the after Car Fest on a Saturday, and they opened the MOT centre.
Yeah. And all that does is put your name to mud.
Yeah, because the next time I organised one,
Nobody shows up.
no, they did, but I never told the police. And then the police came to me and went, "Oh, why didn't you tell us?" And I said to them, "Because last time you came down and you were doing people for excessive noise for no
But
reason."
they actually do this because I remember we used to, when we were in NI Cruise back in the day, we used to actually, I was quite friendly with a cop. He's actually since left the force. But he was saying, like, at the time, he was like, talking about like, "Oh, I know, well, that's a great idea." The ones saying they're doing a cruise in the town. Sure, we'll open the MOT centre and we'll see the legality of the cars. Genuinely thinking, not being twisted, him genuinely thinking, this is a phenomenal idea. And your mom was just like, "Are you actually fucking serious? Like, this is a cop."
Yeah.
Like, he was like, "Are you actually serious?"
Yeah.
And he's like, and your mom's like, "Oh no, but that's a great idea. We'll see. They get their cars checked." And he was like, What planet are you on?
Yeah.
Like, you think this is a
good idea.
yeah. Anyway, we've talked, like, how many times we mentioned Cruise for Cancer 2015, like, we'll
Unbelievable.
Well,
Just-
I did warn him about it.
but, like, do you know, meats, like, back in the day, obviously, this country is in a much better position than how it was 50 years ago. But my uncle says about how back in the day, if you're in cars, they left you alone.
They didn't care. They had bigger things to worry about.
They did have bigger things to worry about.
People.
Now, I never want this country to ever go back,
No, absolutely
otherwise
not.
you wouldn't be in this
I've
shed
had
right
people
now.
of that generation tell me the same thing.
Yeah.
80s, 90s, they didn't care. You could rally about. That's why Ballymena has speed bumps going through the centre of town because somebody crashed through the bandstand racing through it.
Holy shit.
That's how bad Balmainey used to be.
Yeah, well, that's kind of deserved, I guess.
Well,
that's
why
warranted.
bumps through the centre of town.
That's warranted. But like,
that's
like I remember like, one of the guys that works in your place, he'd be one of the higher ups. I remember him telling me about him, like them doing burnouts at the port. He had a Calibra, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, you used to roll back, and then everyone was hanging off the doors."
I've saw it my first time myself. We used to have a caravan up at Own, Granny's caravan.
Yes.
And one year, my sister, we were coming back. My sister begged my dad to go around, but I didn't even know what it was at the time. And I was the one that was in the cars. They begged my dad to do a lap around Port Rush, Port Sturt, and he gave in and did it. And I just remember going around Lansdowne, obviously before I had the big curbs and stuff, and just seeing a massive crowd of people, just the smoke with people doing burnouts and holding the cars back, and then lapping down Port Sturt prom. Max Parrier coming up past and just
I remember that, like, going through Port Sturt, seeing all the cars with the neons,
just
neon
in the window,
lights,
just like,
and boys tuning their radios to all play the same songs and all. Like, in
I've photos. Like, my sister would be 7, 8 years older than me, my eldest sister. Obviously, when I was 10, she was 17, 18, going out with boy racers, like, and your man had a EG Coupe.
Yeah.
Red, and he brought his mates round. The flip paint, you know, the green and purple, chrome wheels on it, big body kit on it, PS2, VHS player in the back and all. I was sitting playing PS2.
Take
and
me
custom,
back, boys.
custom
Take me
dash
back.
and all, same colour as the outside, you know, Type R seats sitting in it. And it just, I have photos of me in it still, like printed photos, and it's a core memory.
Like, it just shows you, like, that was during the time probably of the Celtic Tiger. We're going back 2002, 2004, 2005.
It would have been 10.
So that's before everything went booming, 2008, and the money in the country was silly. See, like, younger lads doing trades back then, like, you had more money than sense. Like, boys doing trades make good money now because they're so in demand, but back then your houses were going up left, right, center.
I used to see
for a fortune
in the way in the Marfell, and then it changed to Tim. There used to be a shop, Power Style.
Yeah, High Style.
No, Power Style.
But at Spires Film Station.
It was there at Power Style, and
I thought it was High Style. All right.
I can mind at the time. So, brother-in-law now had a Corsa B with a full Combat 2 body kit. No, Combat 3 body kit.
Oh, boys,
and then
now
he
we're
had,
talking.
Got a custom made spoiler done, and then he lost the books literally the week before he had all finished. And I was like, oh. So outside the house there was a full Combat 3 body. I was like, because the sister drove his car most of the time to see the van and all, and you're like, what could have been? And ironically, he's the one that gives me the most stick for being in the cars.
But that was the first time I remember hearing boys saying, I have to take all that off for MOT. I was like,
what?
And then, we wouldn't pass MOT, half the stuff on it. And then I was like, we would never do such things.
Allegedly.
What do you mean, MOT?
Do you remember, say I was never down around Macclesfield area when I was growing up, but do you remember Car Toys in Doak? You ever hear about it?
Not our part of the world.
Car Toys was the big one for...
So
I was on the website and everyone was a child.
Like, as I say, I thought it was High Style, but we had Power Style and Marfell. Like, so that
you seen the body kits in the front windows, you're like, oh, when I turned 17.
Car Toys.
And it become a furniture warehouse.
Car Toys was like...
It moved to the Clayworks down at where KDM and all is for a while, and then... Yeah,
Car Toys had like the Neighbours bottles on display, like Fast and Furious style and all that.
Oh.
But do you think there is?
Well, it was the Northern Ireland version of Harley's then.
The problem is now is that I'm not going to say it in a bad way, but you've got a lot of people now just producing, like, it's no longer them body kits, like, because back then a Combat 3 kit could have went in your Corsa, could have went in your 106, whatever, whereas now it's an FR kit or a Lexus V1 or BN Sports, but it's car specific.
Them Combat kits now were car specific too, though.
Were they? I thought it was kind of like the way Need for Speed Underground 2 was. It was like you can have the same body kit for each car.
It was, I suppose, the style of it.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. You don't, but it's not like you
weren't exactly putting a fucking Corsa bumper on a 106.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
similar look.
But I do wonder, I don't think it would be, because there's so many people doing fiberglass and all that now. Like, you couldn't even have a shop doing that sort of stuff, because by the time you have a shop and buy enough in bulk to make a profit, you'd be better just going and getting it from someone. Like, or people will go, he got such and such to do this kit, but I prefer such and such. There's a lot of choice nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, the dream would be to have a shop that does all that sort of stuff.
I think cars, they're just more mellow now. Unless, of course, you're doing a full wide body, like.
Jack cars seem to be the only real cars at the minute properly suit body kits and stuff.
Yeah, but here
I've only recently there seen, supposedly for the last Fast and Furious, they're going back to roots, but Han is going to have a 400Z with a Veilside kit on it.
Oh, that'd be a cool throwback.
It looks fucking cool.
So is he not making a film?
Yeah.
Aye.
That'll be good.
But it's
as long as it's not like a low budget thing. Where
I think it's you know.
Is it an Initial D film he's making, or is it just a street racing film?
It has a drift event.
It's called Drifter. I think.
It's called Drifter.
It's got they done
Legends of Drift in America.
Yeah, they done an event for it. And
first time English time was ever sold out for a drift event.
Because half the drift games was doing the logistics for it, I think, and half the drift games team were over at Englishtown, while some of the other guys were at Gravity.
Right.
So
fair.
Here, that was a tangent and a half.
That was a tangent, but it was a good wee tangent.
Niall Delaney, will Michael come on and do media at any of the ADS rounds? Megan Roycroft, I second this. Guys, I would love to, but so I'm actually in the ADS media group chat. Shout out to the guys. And I've actually had to have this conversation with the likes of Ciara Hines and Barbara Tracy, because I've said, like, I don't actually, they have a drive. Every event has like a drive, and all the photographers post their videos into it. ADS can then use their pictures, which if you were still doing photography, like, you know, with the camera, and maybe you still might, you could do that on behalf of us.
My camera's dying, but I'll do it. Like, I've had it since I was 18. But
it's like, you know, I was like, I'm not posting anything into the events or anything like that. Now, I'm not posting anything into the group chats, but then the argument was, well, no, but you have a different stream, you're talking about it. Look, this year, to be honest, every weekend of mine seems to be a stag do or a wedding. And then a lot of our own personal things, I guess, even leading up to the run and getting stuff organised and all. There's a lot of weekends. Next year, I would love to do most, if not all, the rounds of the drifting. And would love to get maybe on the microphone side, which would be great for a media perspective for us as a group. And when I say not just me, but if you're available too, you're more likely going to be doing the media end of things, unless you're happy to come on the interview. I mean, all three of us would be grand at it. Like,
we'll give it a go.
But like, I've spoke to Ciara about this. Actually, there might be something we can do. There's nothing set in stone. Even if I can't do it, and you can do it, Adam, or like you pair can do it, or me and Connor can do it, or me and Adam can do it. Like, you know, we'll make it work. I would love to be a lot more involved with ADS. We've kind of got our hooks kind of into the tractor pulling scene. It'd be nice to properly get onto the drifting as well. So
yeah, of course,
a bit of everything. Of course, a couple of big events next year, and I have weddings.
More weddings next year?
Yeah.
You need to stop knowing people.
Hateful having friends, isn't it?
I go years without going to a wedding.
Yeah.
I don't.
And the last wedding I went to was my sister's in 2020.
9 this year.
Boy.
I have one now at the end of November, and it's a 2-day one.
I'm in Portugal here
wedding.
now.
What?
I'm in Portugal for a wedding now in 3 weeks' time. I have a stag. I have a stag in 2 weeks' time. Or is it next week?
Do you know you can say no, right?
But all these people were all at my wedding and stuff, you know, like, so.
I know.
But so like, Niall, ND Media, and Megan, driven by cameras. Yeah, great. Their class.
I met Megan at Tullyroan last year.
Yeah, you did.
I met her at the Drift Bash, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
You did, yeah. I don't think I'm about for Tullyroan this year. Is it not?
Tullyroan's usually October time, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's maybe the 10th of October, or maybe the 11th of October, and I'm at a wedding.
I'm on nights. I'm off. We'll see. Is there a date?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
So Charlie Bradley has said Michael, do you ever regret not going full Cosworth spec with your Sapphire, wheels, engine, etc.?
Yeah. Truthfully, if I was to do it all again, I wouldn't swap a road car. I would have kept my car as a 2-litre twin cam. And probably, I don't know whether I would have went Cosy kit or whether I would have still went down the route of like Japanese wheels and the Granada, the Granada Cosworth hubs to run 5x114 fitment.
Yeah.
And truthfully, 2-litre twin cam on hydraulic suspension, the power's fine, it's not going to kill you. That probably would have been what I'd have done, and that would have been, I suppose, the car that
Money saved and put elsewhere too.
it's a 2-litre twin cam. You could still dog the absolute shit out of it, and it would look cool. Like the King of the Cone, you could raise it up to do that, and then drop it, and you'd still have your stance.
Yeah.
But I don't really regret going down the Saab turbo route, truthfully, because it's a savage car to drive when I don't hate driving it. But the most fun I've had.
How often does that be?
For about 40 seconds every hour you drive it. But honestly, like you've seen Drift Games bash at them. How much fun!
Oh,
Like how
unbelievable.
good was that car?
Ah,
Like one or two wee small issues which are fine.
That's
Do you know?
cars.
Like we joke about the Sierra, but like truthfully, apart from the brake line rubbing through, which was a fault of mine, because it was a braided line and it one of the cable ties snapped and basically it rubbed against the drive shaft. Other than that, like the car didn't put a foot wrong.
No.
And it got torture like. And the most, like as I say, coming in and Mondello drifting that was class. I wish I kind of do what I can't do it now because the car's had so many modifications done to suit the Saab turbo, but I do wish that I just had a Saab engine drift car, Sierra drift car, and a road car 2-litre twin cam. It's about to say 2-litre Pinto.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing, though, isn't it?
It is, look, and I wanted one that could do both, but at the time, like, I didn't know that turbo petrols would heat. Do you know, like when you're diffing and stuff? Because you do see, boys. I think a lot of people just live in ignorance. Truthfully,
They don't give a fuck. Excuse my French.
So yeah, and part of me, the car was originally supposed to go. I was supposed to get Causey wheels, finish off kitting it, and then I was going to buy an S14. And then I drove Jack McGarry's S15 and went, fuck, this would sound great in the Sierra, and that's where that all started.
Fucking rabbit holes, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Adam, you were so nice to comment, weren't you?
You've missed a
He
one.
did miss
Did
one.
I?
Yeah,
Alright.
Brian Coppinger.
Oh, well then I'll let you go with that.
Brian Coppinger, if you were to play the word drinking game while you were listening to the pod, what word would get you drunk the fastest? That's actually a really good question.
Yeah. That happened, like, and I've not been thinking about it.
Well, I say like after everything. So
It's either like or it's, look,
basically,
Oh, basically.
unreal. Haven't said that much this time.
Unbelievable.
it's probably like. But
like-
then that's just us. We just.
that is our
that's
accent.
just us.
I voice noted your man. It's gonna make me sound like a real dick, but your fella Johnny B.
Yeah?
I was chatting to him, and I sent my voice note, and when I listened to it back, I was just like, every other word was like, and I was like, oh my god.
To be
We
fair,
usually
I have the
if
worst
he's
accent in the
explaining
world.
something, he'd be like, do you know what you really should do? But you really should do this here. And you know, if I were you, I would do this here too.
Do you know who also does that? Dances around the point. Dances and dances. The point's here. Connor sit, and I do it too, so I can't even talk. We sit and dance around the point. Da da da
Where you
da
get
da da. And then 5 minutes later, there's the point. He takes the piss out of me doing it. He's equally as bad
I can't
I
say
don't
I
think-
can't say I've noticed. But maybe I'm just so used to you.
with the other of us.
Like, maybe I'm just so used to you doing it. I don't realise you're doing it.
We
I'll probably
literally,
catch on
we
now.
literally live our life on tangents.
But that's not a tangent.
He just, if I do, fair enough, but
I mean, I'm pretty good at giving tangents too.
Aye.
Like, but it's conversation, like, innit?
I think like if you were to do like, it would be you'd be gone in a
Yeah.
minute.
I can't think of any other word, but
Well, why?
Sierra maybe.
Ali McClelland. Ali, bang. Sarah actually probably is it, or Sab.
Wait, I'll tell you.
Wait. If you did play,
If you had to do a body movement, him scratching his head.
that's not been so bad this episode.
I've been scratching a lot.
To be fair with the midges, yes, fair enough. I have as well, but
That's the thing. In the summer you're killed by midges, and in the winter you're killed by the cold.
My hands are freezing.
My feet's cold at the minute. Actually, to be fair.
I've lost all my insulation.
You had the next question.
oh, sorry, yes. Adam McCartney, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like ChatGPT? 10.
I'm not biased, but that's one sexy looking boy there, huh?
That Adam McCartney fella.
A lot.
I give
Oh,
him
yeah,
a
it's
bad
the
touch in
man,
the
no.
last podcast.
Did you give me a what? Oh, I fucking. Actually, no, to be fair, you weren't that bad.
I wasn't actually in
To be
fairness.
fair, a lot of that, I would say a lot of that's maturity.
Someone actually asked me recently, compared to your 21-year-old self, how do you feel you've matured? And genuinely, between the age of 21 and 31, I would say I've matured about 15 years. I was incredibly immature at 21. I would
Yeah.
say I'm still not that mature now, but I would say in the last 2 years, I've probably gained 5 years of maturity.
I would say, in that instance, it's not maturity I've gained. It's like, you've
Experience.
made all the fucking mistakes. Now you know not to make the mistakes.
Watch me. Still loads of mistakes to make.
I would say I've always been more mature for my age, but when I was 21, I was still a dick. Still a wee immature.
Oh, like, see, whenever I tell some stories of what I did when I was 21.
But yeah,
I
a
haven't
lot
been
of
told
his
about it.
experience because we had a summer cover guy in there and work, Ben, sound like dead on. But then I was kind of like, harsh about him, 31, he's 19, and we have the same sense of humour. And I'm like, well, maybe I haven't grown up as much as I thought.
Oh, here.
But here, I got the day through. But I was telling him stuff like, you know, obviously I've
12 years on him.
12 years. I've got a mask on him. I was just like, don't do this, don't do that. I said, look,
But he'll
when
not
I-
listen.
No, I think he did take on. He's way back to uni. But as I said to him, like, when I was your age, I came in here and I was on good money for 19, like, and like you boys,
20. I think
19
you were.
I started on there.
Was it 19?
Aye.
You must have.
I've been in there 11 years now. No,
So then that'd make you 20. You're 31.
no, I think I was just.
You just turned 20 because yeah, because
something like
I
that.
wasn't long 20 when I started as well.
As I said to him, like, look, I was in good money in here when I started. Shocking money for my age, and you boys were at uni, and you didn't have money, and you were.
Oh, aye.
But as I said to
broke.
him, them boys were working up the money. I said, I'm still not. Well, obviously I'm on more money now, but you boys have, and I'm not.
Hey, tell you the
So,
truth,
like,
it was only
looking
whenever I
back-
changed jobs in the last year that I started making better money. Like before that, I was literally running the world, and my salary wasn't much better than yours. You know.
But as I said to him, hindsight, what I should have done was leave tech after 6 months when I wanted to and went and done an apprenticeship. But instead I stayed at that tech for 2 years and I've done nothing with it.
I did say to you to do an apprenticeship, but like, what do you do whenever you're making really good money at 20 or 21 years of age?
Exactly. Floating about with 2 cars
Yeah.
and living in the house by myself because my ma was in England. You know.
Here, look. Yeah, look. Sometimes.
I brought the tone down.
No, but like, I mean, Jesus, like, what could we talk about? Like,
Is
even
this like in.
It was wild if you think about it. Like,
yeah,
back at that age, like floating about with a Lexus, and I basically knew enough Jetta.
yeah.
Both modified, had the house to my 4-bedroom house to myself.
I remember around that time I had like literally started working and I splashed out on that piece of shit white A4, and I had the white A4 and the Sarah at the same time, and I could barely afford to keep either of them on the
2
road.
of us were balling all the time.
Yeah, but like,
I had the polo.
but you looked at me and it was like,
Crazy.
Jesus, he's doing well, and then it was like literally every like
Yeah.
I think the time me and you went to Drift in the Docks in 2018,
Yeah.
like I was minus 700 into my overdraft that weekend we went.
Yeah, I didn't know that now.
Yeah, I
We got
lived.
for dinner, no?
Yeah, I lived in my overdraft for years. Not good financial advice, by the way. But anyway, if
didn't-
you're listening to this, it means you're lowering cars and modifying cars or in the
I've
tractors.
never had a loan or an overdraft.
Okay, listen, man.
Until
Your credit rate must be bad then.
Yeah.
I know it's
But
terrible.
me and Calvin Kirby fell into that trap too, actually. And
But to be fair, it's changed now since I got the golf. But like, I know.
maybe it's not my place to say, but there was a while.
Interest is not good enough, thing because of my credit rating.
Me and Calvin literally used to look, and we were paying for Experian and everything, trying to get our credit rating. And it's nearly like a scam. Because you would get your credit rating good, then you would pay something off, and your credit rating would fall. And you're on Experian, and you're paying more money in Experian to try and I was paying for Experian for like about a year and a half. And
I paid for it for about 2.
Oh yeah, I want to see whenever you're looking for loans and you're in that, it's not really a good way to be. And the reality is your credit rating, see, as long as you don't miss payments, your credit rating could be one day, and I'll tell you how I found out credit ratings were bullshit. Was I went for a loan in Santander to pay my A4 off because I was like, this thing's fucking hanging me. It's, excuse me, I owe
to shreds with the APR, the one.
Yeah, I owe a lot of money on a car that it's just constantly breaking. And truth be told, I couldn't afford to fix it. And I went to Santander. My credit score, I had a screenshot on my phone. My credit score was 996. I was earning good enough money at the time, etc. Woman said, "Oh yeah, great job." Came through loan, bounced back. Something like 20.1% interest. And your woman was like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "What the hell?" And my ma, who came along with me, also went, "What the hell?" And she goes, "Well, what's the reason for this?" She goes, "Do you have a credit card?" I goes, "I have a credit card, but I've never ever used it."
Yeah, I remember you telling me this.
I had a credit card for 2.5 years and never used it because I was like, it's there for an emergency.
Yeah, but you haven't had an emergency.
So it turns out when you have a credit card and you don't use your credit card, it royally fucks you. So I had this credit score saying I was deadly.
Yeah.
And
it was holding against you.
Then I actually went for the loan and it said, "Oh yeah, your credit score is different than your credit rating." And I was like, and after that, I think I deleted the Experian app. I was like, you know what, fuck this thing.
Because if you do take a payment, you can watch it drop. Within a month or two, it's back to where it was because you've shown that you've started to pay it off.
Yeah,
it's
a dangerous game.
I remember you said, I tell people that, people I've had people that are like, "Oh, I have a credit card, don't use it." And I'm like, use it.
Yeah.
Because I remember you telling me about that.
If you have a credit card, use it. Even if you use it once a month to buy fuel, use it. And even use it and clear it immediately. Use it. Otherwise, you'll get. No one ever told me that you can't use it.
No, no one ever told me that either.
They're just, oh, you'll have this for a rainy day if you need it.
I think a lot of ones would use credit cards for internet shopping because there's more security with it.
I used it. I got the credit card for whenever I went to Vietnam and Cambodia, and was scared that maybe if I did get something or flights cancelled on me, out of money to book flight to get me home. Yeah. That was the reason why I got it, and because nothing like that ever happened, I went, okay, I don't need my credit card. Yeah. Really, but no one, as I say, no one tells you, oh, you need to use this or it will royally fuck you over.
What are the schools doing? They should be teaching this.
Here, they probably didn't learn it for life and work, and we all just went, why are we learning life and work?
I failed learning for life and work.
Is it not like a gift at pass?
Yes, but you've been blaming my teacher for losing my coursework.
I
didn't think I had to do coursework for LLW.
It's literally, Stephen has 10 apples in the question will be, how many apples does Stephen have? But because she lost my coursework, anyway.
Ian Brown, when is the 3 or possibly 4-part series coming on how to turbo a 35X?
Do you know this is something that I did once think about?
Oh, you fucking right.
I was thinking the old T25 turbo that comes off the Saab engine. That's a wee small dinky wee turbo, but the Massey's only a wee 3-cylinder. And I was like,
don't give them ideas. You might think, oh my god, this turbo a K20.
So I was like,
it's got Honda and everything. It just needs to be.
I did say to you a couple of weeks ago.
That's one car I would never put a turbo near. I haven't now got a turbo. I now appreciate naturally accelerated more than ever. Like you couldn't sit and let me bash your Golf the way that thing can be sitting. Or my Altezza took death.
Sometimes I do, but I don't do it very long.
Well, my Altezza took death.
The best thing I ever do is just put it in launch control. And hold the launch control. Because there's a soft limiter, but if I do launch, that's obviously hard. But the entire time, all I'm thinking is, don't move your left foot. Don't move your left foot. Don't move your left foot.
Delete.
No. just shit. And there's times I do it in traffic, and I'm like, oh, if I go with this left foot, now I'm straight into the back of someone.
Chris made the one that's like he launched it, but he launched it in reverse.
I nearly done that
I don't
yesterday.
know how people can do that.
In the hammer up.
I mean, you know how it launches. You watched it.
You fully drifted like in there,
Have you haven't watched
I've been in it. I've been in with you. Yeah, I've been in with you.
I tried to do a second launch after the first one at the Chapel, but I did it up a hill, and it doesn't like having 3 people in it. So it went first, went second, and something went.
And you just went, that's enough of that.
And I just went, yep, no more of that.
And finally, why has my phone done this?
Also,
Yeah, we're getting close to the end. So, Reese, I'm away with it. How the Turbo of Fate 11090 Part 4 coming
To
soon.
be fair, I thought you were going to say Bruce Reese.
We've talked about this. Or Logan Jack, or a 4-part series on how the Turbo P100. It actually is turbo. The turbo is.
You should put the turbo of that in the 35X.
I think I would actually make it lose power. That would just be a restriction. Two missed calls from my ma, apparently. Oh dear.
How about we put a bigger turbo in the Golf R?
You could, but
You paying for it? Thank you. You might know EcoChin, Connor.
What about you? Oh, the
900 horsepower out of a Golf R.
aye, but you're a forge bar man.
900.
Yeah.
They had 800. Now they have 9.
What
Fastest Golf R in the world. Like.
who is it? Drifts with the
Yes, I heard about this recently.
engines in Drift Fasters.
Is it
It's not
good?
Kevin Passer, no.
Is it?
No.
It's not Pascalti, is it?
I think it is Pascalti.
Is it Pascalti?
It's in the E92 anyway.
Yeah.
It's that small that just.
A wee 4-cylinder.
It's nearly stupid looking.
Do
But
you
the
know
only
what?
thing is he goes through like 2 or 3 engines around, though, if I'm thinking correctly.
I don't think
I wouldn't say that. No.
around.
At Riga, he went through like an engine blew after the finish line in one of them, and then he was. But they're cheap. They're like so many things.
Common engine to swap. But EcoChin boys have the different head. The head from Russia, China, because their
Emissions
environment, their emissions aren't like
So
ours.
they can have bigger ports and stuff.
It's a bigger breathing head, which makes it way more power.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. But I was bored one day on EcoChin's website. Started. I think the head alone's 10 grand or something.
Nice.
I think it was coming in at 15 grand before labour to have 800 horsepower. And I went,
That's not bad.
We'll just close that wee
Do you know what? Like,
We'll just close. To be fair, a downpipe.
Your gearbox can't take it though. You need an RS3 gearbox.
Is it?
your
I don't know.
gearbox can barely take over 400 newton meters. That's why you see a lot of them.
Well,
So,
downpipe
like-
and on our map on that, and she'll see 420. But
Your gearbox will not take much after your car.
It's
Probably
500 newton meters. His gearbox can't
400.
take.
no,
Is
they'll
it-
take it. No, they'll take it in a standard box. Right?
No,
I'll take the
know,
horsepower,
but
not torque.
Not torque.
Oh, torque.
But you're
Just
saying
that standard
that's like-
gearbox will take over 600 horse.
again, it's not horsepower. It's
I
torque.
know,
It's-
but like-
my car's 503 horsepower. That's only 370 torque.
Is it?
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, torque's not.
Oh, to be fair, Type R's are mine is 163 torque. Wouldn't pull you out of bed.
I wish I drove that. It's a different kind of fun.
Well, were you not sort of surprised by my Golf low down the torque in a GTD?
It's a torquey thing.
Like it's the same
Yeah.
torque as your car.
Aye.
Do you
It's
know what?
funny.
Actually, I was behind a GTD on the way home from work, and the young cub was fleecing it. And bearing in mind, I probably have 100. This GTD was definitely not. But I still probably have 100 horsepower on. Now, granted, a few more extra kilograms. But he took off. I stunk a bit in her, like, and I was probably catching him a wee bit. But like, I was like, "Come back,
Yeah.
you bitch." That was a GTD.
Sure,
like.
I drove that back from mine after she was away getting stuff done there. And I haven't driven a manual properly in a long time.
Yeah, sure I know.
And I want to talk with it. I can still do it. I give him that deal. I was banging gears and everything on that thing. I was asking him permission every time. I was like, at the window, like, put the thumbs up. He's like,
See,
I was like,
the
all right,
thing
first
is,
gear.
that's what makes that fun to drive, because it is fast and it is fun,
Yeah.
but it's not horrible.
It's fun to go, bang, 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 bang.
Whereas you try to drive yours or mine,
Yeah.
you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
Well,
it
more
will.
so yours than yours.
Sometimes it will, yeah, as well, put you on a tree.
Oh no, mine's tries to put you in the tree. Like, I came up from the Sierra on there that day I came up the carriageway at Letterkenny, third gear, and who was in front? I know Gareth Harn was in the back of the car, but I can't remember who was driving it. And I, third gear, went out to go by him, and the back end just went, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Whereas mine just wants to make you lose the licence.
Yeah. Yours is doing a hunt.
Yours is unassumingly fast.
I took
I came out the guy in Shane earlier from Maghera for being up at Draperstown.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Where?
Mahara?
Mahara? What did I say?
Maghera.
Mahara?
We say it, so you pronounce it GH, whereas we say GH. So we go, we say it throatly.
Alright, okay.
It's a joke. Can't do.
But I obviously
we need him for the grant.
obviously getting on the Glen Shane wouldn't be the most fun thing.
No.
So I was sitting there busy enough time, it was like after 4 o'clock, getting up near 5, side putting sport just to give it the guns. And I looked down, it was
70 plus fat.
and I went, sometimes I forget.
Actually 60 plus fat.
Also, that thing drives so much better now. The alignment's sorted.
Ryan is your man for alignment.
I know he is, and the first time he did it back in March, perfection. But I didn't have the time to drive all the way to Draperstown, and it bit me in the ass. So, shit's meant now.
Well, we call it at that.
It's 5 minutes left.
If you would like to follow us on all socials, it's at Limit Slip Differences on all platforms. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you very much. We like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you're watching on Spotify or listening on Spotify, like it.
Yeah.
Possibly put a comment there.
And you can follow us on Spotify as well.
And in regards to our own socials, Michael is at
Michael Scullin _ on everything bar Snapchat, which is Scullin.
and you are
MCC 7.5_R on Instagram and TikTok.
and Snapchat,
Snapchat's McCartney442.
on Facebook,
Adam McCartney.
and I'm just Connor.McGoo and all stuff. Right. And if you got this far, thank you very much for watching.
Shorter podcast for our
I
standards.
don't even know if it is a shorter podcast.
2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
Camera's about to run out of battery and about to run out of memory. So, see you there, folks. All the best.
Bye bye.